Hi, Pile One. Welcome to your reading today or tonight. So I decided to do another Twilight Sessions video or, a Twinkle Sessions video because this video is all about Quan Yins. I love that you have picked a Quan Yin, especially this particular Quan Yin. I think she's very gorgeous. I got her up in Santa Barbara in California. And I just cherish her so much. I think she's absolutely stunning. You picked this video to see, will they come back to you? And I think that, with Quan Yin here, that, when we go through breakups or separation with our person, we can get, it's a really sad time. It's a very vulnerable time. It's a time of confusion and loss and pain and, feeling like we have no answers. So I'm glad that we're able to tune in to your person tonight. Basically, you found this little Quan Yin. Oh, I found this little Quan Yin. I forget where I got her, but I do love her. I think she's great. It's kind of like a Mother Mary figure. So you may have grown up with some Catholic influence in your life, or your person may have. Also a connection to California, perhaps, Santa Barbara, for you or your person, or West Coast energies. You also picked the Hermit Tarot, which I'm actually going to look at last for you as bonus messages from your person. So I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to have Quan Yin here in frame. And I'm going to channel your person tonight. What do I want to channel your person with? I want to know, first I want to tap into what happened. So, you know what? I'm actually going to choose this one tonight. I'm going to choose, this is a very beautiful tarot card deck. This is called the Botticelli Tarot, and I love it because it's gilded in gold. And actually, I'll just literally show you this right now. The back of the deck, or where I've cut to, because there's actually more cards that didn't come up off the table because I have long nails. And they get stuck under other piles of cards, which have crystal paperweights on them, which are weighing them down. These are the rest of the cards. You literally get the Six of Cups, which is all about reconnecting and getting back together with your person. But I won't spoil it for you. We don't know many details yet. I haven't checked. But I do feel like that is an amazing omen as well. Also, I wanted to let you know that you chose this particular candle. And something that I have not told you is that on the back of this candle, there is a label that I put on it myself as a secret message that I'm going to reveal after the reading, or at the end of the reading. And then there's the label that the candle came with. And this is going to be clues and insights and symbolism into your connection with your person. And will they come back? So, I'm going to shuffle the cards. I'm going to pull 5 cards, or we're going to have 5 cards come out of the deck to talk about what's going on between you and your person, right? You know what? No, I'm going to do a relationship spread. I'm going to do your side, their side, the past, the future in the next 3 months, and then a longer term future. That's what I'm going to do first. That's your side, how you're thinking and feeling about them, how they're thinking and feeling about you. And this is currently, so you guys are in separation right now, or maybe you're talking, but you're broken up, or you're not dating, you're not together. And then in the future, and then more of a longer term outcome or final future. So we're going to look at this situation to see what's going on. So we have the Ace of Coins. I feel like you tried to make them an offer, or you tried to give a solution or an answer to the situation. You tried to fix it, or you tried to make a way for this situation to work out. I get the 9 of Coins, and it's so interesting in this one particular deck because normally the 9 of Coins doesn't say this. But in this deck, do you see how the coins are on the ground next to her feet? Almost like a cobblestone pathway, or like a pathway full of stepping stones. I feel like you were trying to, or maybe even now, you're still trying to make a pathway for you two to progress together. And I get the 2 of Swords. You do feel like, and you are very aware, and you know that you are at a crossroads in your life or at a fork in the road. So whether with this connection, you know, they come back and it's a relationship, or whether, you know, you both or, you know, they choose to walk away. It's, you know, continue that path that they're, you know, walking away or breaking up. It's interesting because you yourself are at a circumstantial fork in the road as well. So you may have broken up due to external circumstances as well, or because you have opportunities that you're meant to pick from. But let's see them. So, okay, well, this is good news. So number one, I get the Four of Coins, where I feel like they are still holding on to you, because the Four of Coins means they're holding on to something valuable. They may be a little closed off, though. They may not want to be communicating it or speaking it. So there is that. I do get with the Star, though, that they do have hope for the future. So the Star card is hope. And then with the Princess of Swords, this is a beautiful card, and it represents that they're prioritizing you and your needs, or at least they think they are. You may not be aware of this, though, since they're closed off and maybe not telling you. So it seems like they are trying to prioritize you, your needs, and your happiness at least. So in their own mind, they feel like they're doing this. In the past, I get the Eight of Cups, which is, okay, so obviously. So the Eight of Cups is a card of walking away. I get the Seven of Cups, which represents releasing the commitment or not having a commitment here. And then I get the Five of Swords, which represents selfishness or going your own way or self-focusing. I would say an independence, self-reliance, and going off to the side. So I would say that basically it's like a walking away energy, no commitment or releasing commitment energy, and then going your own path. So, I mean, that's kind of self-explanatory for this reading. Now, in the future, in the next 3 months, it does seem like it might take a little longer than 3 months if they were to come back. Not to say they won't, because the Six of Cups card, the very first card we got, was actually very promising. But with the Devil card, it does seem like they may have to work through some of their own demons or the consequences of breaking up or of not having a connection, which can mean, you know, hurt feelings, anger, resentment, that kind of thing. So they may have to work through the negative emotions that one were to go through during a separation. The Five of Coins also represents a lot of financial worries and fears and anxieties. If there's a financial connection between the two of you, like if you guys lived together or if you were paying bills together, or if there was some kind of like financial connection between the two of you, even working together, it does seem like that there may need to logistically be a situation where you guys either work this out or you come up with some kind of solutions to financial worries and fears that come with separating. And then I get the and if you don't have something financial that you guys are doing together, then it would just be about like overcoming fears and anxieties of maybe, you know, being single, being independent, being without a partner at the moment, you know, that kind of thing, like the kind of adjustment and the transition to being not in a connection. And then I get the Eight of Swords, which represents feeling restricted with your hands tied. So you also might feel like that they may hold themselves back from coming back, or you may hold yourself back from re-engaging with them, or you might even find that in this connection that you are, maybe because of external circumstances, you may even be prevented from reuniting. So there is that. And again, we're going to get more details. So that might just also be like for the next 3 months as well. So it might be that like there's some waiting time. Because in longer than 3 months, I get the Two of Wands, which I know tarot readers can look at this as like a choice, but I always look at this as sex. So I look at the Two of Wands as something passionate and sexual. So I feel like you guys might hook up again after some separation time or some waiting time, that kind of thing. So I think that that's very interesting. I want to know these cards for right now. I want to know the Stellar Energy Oracle. I want to know on their side, what are they experiencing? What's going through their mind right now in regards to you? Okay. So right now it makes sense. It's basically a confirmation of what we were saying before, the card that says closed off. So they're feeling a little closed off right now, which is symbolized by that Four of Coins. I have Mirrored Souls. You both might be feeling closed off right now or needing to kind of like regulate your emotions or kind of like take some healing space or some healing time. And then I get cold shoulder. So they might even be kind of ignoring you or avoiding you or snubbing you in some way, or they may be going through their emotions but not displaying it to you, not kind of revealing it or showing you. So it does seem like that's kind of what they're going through right now. Let's see. I want to know, with the ocean of emotion, what they're feeling right now. So what are they feeling right now that you guys are in separation? Okay. Okay. So with this, I get that either there's mixed feelings, or they may go back and forth about something, or where like they might feel a lot of emotions at one time and then feel a lot of emotions that are totally different at another time, because I get the strength card. So they do go back and forth between feeling really strong and courageous with the I think I can fix this. So they do feel inspired with strength, and they feel like they can fix it, and they have courage. But then they realize, or they get triggered, they have a flare-up. I get the anger card. So they're either angry at you, or they're angry at themselves, or they're angry at the situation. But I get the angry card, which says there's a burning rage inside of me. And we usually feel anger when we either feel fear, which would be the opposite of that courage card, or when we feel hurt, or when we feel shame. And so the anger is an emotion that we feel that kind of covers up the more vulnerable emotion. It's easier for us to feel anger because it's less scary, it's less, overwhelming sometimes. Or sometimes anger can be very overwhelming, but it's like it protects us in a way, or we feel protected in a way. That's why our brains do it. But what I get is I get the codependent card, which says my hands are tied. So it also feels like there is something kind of external in this situation that feels a little like beyond both of your control at the moment. And again, it might just be for a short-term situation for a few months, because it does seem like that there is like something sexual a little later after the 3-month mark. So that might be something. Okay. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the future tarot, and I'm going to see a little bit about what's coming up in the future between the two of you, if you both continue on the path that you're on without anything changing. Okay, I'll take this one. I'll take the 8 of Coins. It seems like whatever you guys have been working on professionally and financially in your life is going to be lucrative, strong, and solid, which I like that. So that's something good. In regards to the relationship, I also feel like that is something that your connection together could become also strong and solid. Like, not a rebuilding, but with the 8 of Coins, it's really about kind of like putting in the hard work and getting rewarded. So I feel like with the two of you, if you were to keep putting in the hard work, you guys could get rewarded by having stability in this partnership. So I do get with the 8 of Coins that there is that stability there. Now, what else happens in the future? So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll clarify with a second row there. Okay, so I'm gonna move this down here. So first we get the 8 of Coins, and then we get, so we get the 10 of Swords. That's not a surprise. And then we get the 9 of Cups, which is promising and good. Then we get the 9 of Swords. And then we get the 5 of Wands. Now this is the after tarot, so the meanings are slightly different than the traditional tarot. So if you do tarot and you know the meanings, they're slightly different in this deck. We get the Magician, the 4 of Swords, the Moon, the Knight of Coins, and the Empress. Okay, so this does look really promising. it's a rocky road getting there, but I do like how it does come together for you. So that's really good. So what I get is, so yeah, the 8 of Coins, which is clarified by the Magician, which is like by putting in the hard work, which paid off, then it's like you're able to find the solutions to the problems you were looking for. So what I love about this Magician is it really represents being able to, you know, in this particular card with the Magician, the objects are levitating, so it's like they were the Magician was successful in this. So I want to say that between you and your person, that there's definitely going to be some kind of peaceful resolution or some kind of truce or some kind of rebuilding, or it's like by magic you guys made some kind of stability. So that does look very, very good. The 10 of Swords means you guys are obviously going through a grieving process right now. So with the 10 of Swords, it's like in the original tarot deck, it's, you know, the image of the man lying on the ground with all the swords in the back. But in this particular card deck, it's like they're carrying the man off to sea as like a burial ritual. So now just before that gets too scary or morbid for you, I want to just kind of preface this by just saying it's a metaphor that the connection between the two of you guys, not the emotional and spiritual connection, but the physical connection, or we'll just call it a relationship, just for simplicity, that the relationship between the two of you came to an end. So in a way, it was the death of that relationship. Now, it doesn't mean that it's going to be a death forever, but it does mean that there is going to be some distance and some healing time for probably a little bit, maybe a while. So the 10 of Swords is like you put it off to sea, you buried it. And then with the 4 of Swords, it represents how there is like dawn after the nighttime. So what I love about the 4 of Swords in this tarot deck, it's like in the original one, the 4 of Swords is this man was laying down, sleeping, or, you know, resting, contemplating in spiritual kind of like sequestering and finding answers and all of that, resting with no activity. But now in this card, it's like she comes to visit him. So I wouldn't be surprised if you go to visit your person. And so you might reach out and make the first move. They could, but this is more like the one, okay, I'll say this. The one of you that has more feminine energy in this partnership would probably reach out first. Now, you may have more feminine energy, they may have more feminine energy, but just saying the feminine one, because in this card, you know, she's standing up and he's laying down. So I would say, regardless of your genders, the one who has more feminine energy seems like they are going to be making the first move. And I feel like maybe it's going to be about like, can we be friends? Can we have a truce? Can we have peace? That kind of thing. It seems like it's received well. The 9 of Cups is as a card of a wish coming true or an emotional fulfillment. So that is great. So it does seem like that there is a truce or a happiness or a bond. That is good. It doesn't seem like all of the emotions are kind of healed or repaired, because I still get the moon. So there's still definitely some heavy energy, some confusing energy, some painful energy, but it does seem like with the 9 of Cups that there's definitely a lot more happiness than there was, even though there still is some residual kind of, you know, murky energy here. It's happier than it was. So there is definitely some celebration. It may be that they're happy to hear from you or you're happy to hear from them, but it does seem like there's still a lot of emotions that come up that are hard, but there's still a joy and a happiness and like a celebration energy in this way. With the 9 of Swords, usually this card represents having a lot of anxiety, but in this particular card, it represents like battling their demons. So I feel like that whatever's been kind of your negative thoughts and your partner's negative thoughts or your person's negative thoughts, that you guys are kind of like slaying those dragons. You guys are battling those negative thoughts away. So I do feel like you guys will combat those difficult negative energies of the moon and kind of like strike them down, basically. So you're going to override your negative thoughts, or you're going to challenge your negative thoughts with more positive healing thoughts or with correcting experiences, and that's going to help. I do feel like when the more feminine person reaches out to the masculine, that the more masculine person definitely like gives an olive branch back. because if you see the Knight of Coins card, it's like he's extending a coin, he's extending an offer, he's extending, like, I feel this is more of like, in this particular card, more of like an olive branch or like a piece. So I feel like the feminine energy initiates it, and then the masculine energy meets it and reciprocates. So that is good. And then with the Five of Wands, normally the Five of Wands is about 5 people battling each other with sticks, like an argument or a fight or a confrontation. But with this Five of Wands, what I love about that is it represents being able to like put your weapons away. So there is a peace that's made, and then I get the Empress, which is a growth and an evolution to the feminine one. So between the two of you, the one that has more female energy is the one, or feminine energy is the one that grows the most through this experience, and goes from this woman here in the card that makes the first move, the first move of peace and the first repair, and it turns this person who's not even a princess or a queen or an empress or anything into an empress. So it seems like this is a growth experience for the more feminine one of you, of the two of you. So I think that this is very interesting. It seems like it helps you grow as a person, or them grow as a person. So I think that that is helpful as well. I want to see what they're experiencing right now and going through in regards to these relationship cards. I want to see that. So let's see. There we go. Okay, yeah. So they're not in and maybe this is why it takes more than 3 months. Because I am getting that there definitely needs to be some cooling off period, some waiting period. There definitely needs to be a series of events that brings this person through a healing, and you as well. Because right now I'm getting a lot of blame, and you may already be aware of that with the anger and the closed off and all of that. So I'm definitely getting a lot of blame. So it seems like they're not open or receptive or in a positive space to be able to hear you. And I get family. So I also feel like right now too, that they may also feel like you remind them of a family member or of an experience in childhood growing up. So I feel like that this experience, the separation between you and your person, has triggered your person and has reminded them of something that they are reliving right now. So something similar happened to them before, maybe a breakup when they were growing up, or maybe something with a family member, like a parent or something. But it seems like they may be reliving some of their difficult times in this way. So I feel like they need to kind of get some clarity themselves and separate you from what they've experienced previously. So I think that there definitely needs to be some separation, so that there's going to be some time period of kind of putting this behind them and like de-escalating their emotions, which I think might take a while. But I do like, you know, there are positive energies in this spread. I do like the peace and the olive branch and the reconnecting that can happen, the potentially hooking up sexually, you know, that looks good. So we like it. And it does seem like that they, you know, they're going to make some progress. So that is good. They just need some time. And maybe by that time, also external circumstances will have shifted and changed, so that you guys can have more of a better playing field, basically. So I'm going to take 5 cards to see how are they emotionally thinking and feeling in, let's say, 3 to 6 months. So we know that the first 3 months are kind of like they need this time to kind of shift and evolve and change and heal and all that. But let's say like after that, what are they feeling for you? Okay, well, I love the apology card. That's very good. So that looks like promise. And again, I like how that one person reaches out first and that second person reciprocates, and that's good. I do get the obsession card. So there are some like obsessive thoughts that your person may have. They may be rehashing what happened. They may apologize for not being able to get over something. It seems like they were in 3 to 6 months when there's this kind of reaching out. It seems like they're obsessing over the decisions that were made. So I get the decide card. So if they're going to apologize for obsessing over the decisions. So that's interesting. And then wait, the timing is not quite right. Some of them may still need more time. So I feel like this might just be like the first step in the repair, but it might not be like the whole staircase. So I feel like there still needs to, yes. So I get the Weight card, the timing is not quite right, and I get forgiveness. So I feel like some of them may need more time to forgive, or you may need more time to forgive. So 3 to 6 months might still be a little soon for both of you, but I do feel like that there could be some progress definitely made. There's an apology at least, and I feel like there's definitely the potential for forgiveness. So that looks good too. So I would definitely say it's not like your person's going to be resurfacing in 1 week being with like roses and teddy bears. But it does seem like your person will kind of come around in time slowly with a repair. So it does seem like there is that. I'm going to see with these archetype cards, what is your person working through after the separation that there'll be some progress made on between then and the time you guys reach out to each other to repair this connection. I'm going to pull 3. They'll have worked through these issues or have been making progress on these issues. And I'm just going to read them. Usually I do like reversals, but this time I'm going to like kind of look at the whole card cumulatively and see what they have worked through or what they will be working through. So the first one is mediator. So they're going to be working through their skills of keeping the peace or peacemaker. So that's good. And it says, gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life. Respect for both sides of an argument, which is perfect, because especially if you guys broke up through an argument where there's still some anger and there's still some blame. So I love this. So it seems like there's a gift for fairness. There's a gift for like strategy so that both of you have a positive outcome, and respecting you and, you know, being able to respect your side of the argument or respecting your points, respecting what you've said, what you've brought up, that kind of thing, which is good. So they'll have made some progress with that in like about a 3-month time. And then I get with the shadow side, negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda. So they're not going to be having an ulterior motive or a hidden agenda. So they'll have worked through some of that, and that is good. So I get that they're going to be a lot more like peaceful about it. And that's the mediator card. So that's good. So I like that. And then I get for you guys, the blank one. So it seems like each one of your people are going to have kind of like something individual and unique pertaining to you guys, to them, and to the cause of the separation you guys went through. So there is something unique that will be pertaining to each one of you guys individually that's different than, that doesn't fit in a general reading. So there is that blank one. But then I do get the Avenger. So they'll have worked through some of these qualities as well, where it says desire to balance the scales. Exactly. So mediator, Avenger. So they're definitely working through their peacefulness. So there is progress there. So balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. So they're going to be working through their righteousness, or they're like needing to be right, or, you know, that kind of energy. So that's good. And then, good. And then the shadow side is resorting to violence in the name of a cause. And so we did see some anger and blame. So they'll have worked through their temper, and it seems like they're going to have worked through their reactive anger. And so it seems like they'll have worked through that. So they're not going to be violent. They're not going to be like punching walls. They're not going to be like throwing dishes at the wall. So when you do come back, they come back, it seems like things will be like physically peaceful as well. So they'll have like worked through some of that anger so that they're not going to be like explosive. So that is good. Now, just as a disclaimer, obviously, for me, I always want to say to you guys, if there is any domestic violence in this partnership, that safety is obviously priority number 1. And if there is any domestic violence, I would advise you guys to call, for certain hotlines and stuff like that to be safe. But I would say, and so I would not obviously recommend or advise reconnecting if there's domestic violence in this partnership. But I would say that this anger and this blame that came up in this apology and forgiveness cards and, mediator and avenger, that this all is basically a non-domestic violence couple or a non-domestic violence situation. Because I would say if there was violence, that this is definitely not the reading for you. So there is that. Now, in regards to the romance angels, I want to see what feelings might they have for you in 3 months' time when you guys begin to maybe repair this connection. So let's see. And I understand how 3 months may feel like a long time, but it seems like the reason why it's helpful in this case is because it allows a healing time and a time of cooling down and a time really of them being able to like work on some of their blocks and some of their kind of like psychological hangups with this connection. And you also will probably go through your own growth, and we can actually look at that too. We'll see what you're working through between now and then as well on your end. But I would say between now and then, I would say that when they do come back, they will be nostalgic. I get the honeymoon card. So they will be nostalgic about the good times you guys shared, or like the honeymoon period of the relationship or connection where you guys had fun and it was just like lighthearted and you guys loved being with each other, and they'll remember the good times, which is good. I get to keep an open mind. I feel like they will be open-minded when, you know, you guys reach out to each other or when there's a reconnection made. And I get the passion card. They're still going to be very attracted to you. And we did see in the very, very first final outcome card, the Two of Wands, which does represent there is a potential where you guys could even, like, you know, sleep together or hook up or that kind of thing. So it does seem like there may even be an opportunity for that for most of you. So that's basically like you can choose whether or not you want to do that or not. And you may want to, you may not want to. But it does seem like they will be feeling the vibes for that because they're attracted to you for sure. So there is that. And then I want to see this. Okay. I want to see their shadow side. So in the shadows, what does their soul want to tell you right now? So I couldn't tell you face to face. Yeah. It does seem like there are some things that they haven't been able to tell you face to face. And that might be why they need distance. I love myself enough to walk away. Now, this also might be their ego talking, but I would say that they do need some self-love and some self-care. And I feel like that is definitely part of why they've had to walk away, that they need to basically walk away so that they can love themselves, so that they can nurture and take care of themselves. So I feel like that is part of it. So that's connection there. And then I never used to look at you that way. So I feel like, again, there's some hurt feelings. There might be a bitter taste in their mouth. There may be a better taste in your mouth. But it does seem like I never used to look at you that way. And I think that the reason why they might also have had to leave is because they need to like readjust their perspective of you to look at you in a way free from anger and blame. Yeah, and on the back of the deck, I've been struggling lately. So just know that the separation has also probably not been very easy on them. So I think that it's important that you know too, because sometimes when we're in pain, we can think we're the only ones suffering. And I do feel like this has affected your person. I don't feel like they walked away and was just like, oh, well, whatever, bye. I'm going to go off and live my life happy. Like, I don't feel like that's the case in this particular situation with your person at all. I feel like that your person is definitely very emotionally deeply affected. And I feel like that actually it's caused them to kind of struggle emotionally and maybe even financially with that 5 of coins. So I do feel like that there is some stuff that's needed to be done for them, for their healing as well, so that they can at least be in a good space to talk to you. Otherwise, it might just be unproductive conversation, and then it may just kind of cycle and not be helpful. So with the Hidden Truth Oracle cards, I get so many things remind me of you. So they're definitely very reminded of you. I definitely feel like they think of you throughout the day, or there are things during the day that remind them of you for sure. I wish I could take back my words. It definitely seems like they definitely regret things that they said. So absolutely, yes. I know I was a distraction from your pain. And so they feel like that maybe that you also are hurt from this, separation. And that it seems like that they're basically wanting both of you to heal. You and I were too young. They may have felt like you guys were immature with the way that you guys were talking. They may have felt like it reminded you of when, you guys were younger. And also, if you guys have been in a separation for a long time, they may be reflecting back on the time when you guys were together, and that they feel like you guys were too young to have like a lasting relationship at that age. So they may be reflecting back on that. And I would say that that's for people who've been in separation for a while. I am becoming a better person. So that's great. I feel like they are wanting to work on themselves. I do feel like there is a conscious effort of that. And yes, this is so interesting because we got the blame card. It says, it was my fault, but I blamed you. So true. So true. So I do feel like that they are needing to work through, and they're starting to make the slightest bit of beginning of the process of working through their sense of responsibility and taking accountability for their side of stuff, which is why it might need to take a few months before you guys can really kind of talk in a way that's productive. All right. I want to see what you're working through, or like kind of like where you're going to be at, and how you're growing and healing as well, because I know that I mentioned that we looked through what they're going to go through in these next few months. And I'm going to see what you're going to go through in these next few months in this time period of separation with your person before, reconnecting. So let's see, I'm going to do 3. So we'll see what you're going through for these next few months. So you're going to be working through, some abandonment stuff. So I do feel like there's a wound around abandonment, and whether you broke up or they broke up, or whether you decided to walk away or they decided to walk away, it does seem like you might feel with the child orphan that you're processing some abandonment feelings. So it does say independence based on learning to go at it alone, conquering the fear of surviving. And the shadow attribute is feelings of abandonment that stifle maturing, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. So in this particular case, it would be like, you may feel like you've latched onto your person in the past as a way to have sense of like emotional security. And then, or like, when we fall for people, we get attached to them emotionally. And it seems like that they are feeling very like attached to you emotionally. They were, and you were very attached to them. And so I think that like that letting go of that attachment is a painful process. And I feel like that's what you're going through in this particular case. And so I feel like you're going to be working through some of that, having to be single, and then working through that, and then having to process the pain that comes up when you feel like you may be alone, that kind of thing. So I would say that that's part of what you're processing. That's part of the grief. And I would say that you're going to make a really good amount of progress on feeling healed from that in these next few months. So when I talk about that, it can feel very triggering or very overwhelming. It might remind you of that, or might be painful for you to think about that. So I would say that like the reason why I bring this up is I want to reassure you that even if it feels like extremely painful today, or like it's a very strong reminder like today that's painful, that's not the same amount of painful intensity that you're going to feel as the days go on or as the weeks go on, and that actually in this particular case it's going to get lighter for you. So I do feel like if you were to just kind of tap into that inner nurturing, that Quan Yin is so good at doing, that like self-comforting, that like self-nurturing, and then being able to tap into that inner resilience you have, that you're going to find that actually you are like so strong. I literally get the angel card, which psychologically I feel like you're working through this archetype, but I would also say that like spiritually, that you're going to have like some healing angels working with you for sure. And also it's important to, if you wanted to reach out to Archangel Michael, he is a beautiful healing angel for you. So if you're feeling sad, that is something that's helpful. So I get this card for you, light attribute, helping those in need with no expectation of return. So you might find yourself being more charitable or helping other people out, because when you do good deeds, it cheers you up. So that might be part of it. And then you're going to be working through acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. Okay, so basically I would say that the part of you that you're not somebody that is going to like go and bury themselves in spirituality as a way to justify your own ego. because some people in spiritual community do this. And that's common because, you know, when you're a healer, when you're a helper, when you like to give guidance or help, it can make us feel really good, right? And so they're saying that like sometimes people get like their sense of self-worth from that. And then sometimes people go like a little extreme down that path and into a way that kind of, you know, isn't the best for them or others. But I'm saying that like for you, just to clarify, that like for you might find yourself really helping other people, doing good deeds for them as a way to cheer yourself up and as a way to like bond and connect with other people, which is nice. And I feel like you're going to be getting some like companionship and some healing from connecting to people in need, because it's like you both are in need and you're going to be giving and they're going to be giving, and it's going to be like a mutually like nurturing energy. So that's good. And that you don't have to worry about giving into or like succumbing to like a manipulative kind of piece. You're not doing it just to like get something out of it. You're doing it because like your heart is good. And that's what I believe. And then I get child magical. So both cards say child, so I feel like there's definitely some childhood wounds for you that have been triggered or coming up lately for this. So I would say that this separation from your person might be bringing these up for you. So you're going to be healing from seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things. Okay, so you're going to basically start to have like, when we go through separation, we can feel really hopeless and we can feel like, wow, all the magic in life is gone. It's like, I used to love life and now I feel like nothing brings me happiness, nothing brings me joy. But in this card, it says you're going to start to see the magic in life again. You're going to start to see pretty quickly how there's, you know, like with the angel, like you're going to like feel really good when you do good things for others. You're going to, you know, and not to the extent that you're, like hurting yourself or anything. Like you're not going to do it to your own detriment is what I mean. But I would say that in this case, it's like you're going to help other people and you're going to feel good about it. You're going to connect in a nurturing way with others, and you're going to find that you're going to start to see like the magic in life again, and you're going to start to like enjoy the things when you're out and about, like the pretty flowers and, you know, the cup of coffee or like whatever it is that you like to do or go to or, you know, have. So you're going to start to like see basically mindfulness is when you're able to get joy from life, from the little things. So you're going to start to like receive joy from life and the little things, which is beautiful. And then I get the shadow elf. Yeah, the shadow attributes, you're going to be healing from like pessimism, from depression, or just sadness. And then, you know, losing belief in miracles. So you're going to heal from that, and you're going to believe in miracles again. So that is beautiful. So, and you're going to, you know that you're healing, and you're going to have patience with yourself in the healing process, because healing can take a bit of time. So there's that. So I would say that in regards to like answering the question of will they come back, I would say that there is definitely the opportunity for a pair. I do feel like that there can be some, you know, not near future, but maybe medium future, not far future, but medium future repair, as well as maybe even reconnecting romantically or sexually then. So I would say that probably, you know, you guys will be able to reconnect in at least some healing, beautiful ways in, you know, the next few months. So I feel like it's very promising, to be honest. I think this is good. I'm going to give you some angel therapy cards, and then we're going to look at some Hermit Tarot, and then we're going to look at your candle message. So, okay, so angel therapy for you to help you with your healing through this separation and during this time. I'm going to get 3. Okay, so these are what the angels are recommending for you as you go through this situation and this emotional time. So I get for you the third eye chakra. So I feel like for you that you're going to be very psychic and intuitive during this time. So I think that this is beautiful. And I feel like that, you know, you even got that like spirituality card, angel, about like doing good things for others and connecting spiritually. So I feel like for you that you're going to be very psychic and intuitive. So your third eye is going to be very open, and I feel like you might even have some like very powerful dreams or some healing dreams. So that's very beautiful. I get that, and also like in the dream time is when we can feel like healing and resting. even psychologically, our brains do healing in the dream time because we have REM sleep, and it reconnects parts of the brain that can sometimes go through difficult times when we go through something traumatic or sad. So it will actually help you do healing as you're sleeping. So there is that. Obviously, if you find yourself excessively sleeping, you may want to check in with yourself and ask yourself, like, is this excessive? Do you feel like you're having depression? Do you need to get help? So I did that for some of you, not all of you. I get the power animal card. So I also feel like for you, you're going to be connecting with animals, and I feel like that is a beautiful healer. I feel like animals can be a very gorgeous, like, sense of love. You know, that's why we have therapy animals and companion animals and everything. So I do feel like connecting with pets and with animals is going to be very therapeutic for you. And you might even find yourself doing charity with animals, like animal rescue, if you're finding yourself, you know, like helping animals find homes that you can also cuddle with, or help them kind of socialize so that they're adoptable and all that stuff. There's so much work you can do with animals that will heal you and heal them at the same time, which is beautiful. And crystals. So that's fantastic. And it's so funny because I think this is actually the first time that I have done a video without a crystal on your particular pile, because pile 2 has crystals. They have the aura, angel aura, and 2 of them. And then pile 3 has an amethyst Quan. So that's interesting. But you don't have any crystals in yours. So feel free to pick a crystal that you see in front of you that gravitates towards you, or that you gravitate towards. And, you know, this one's loose. This one is rose quartz. And this one helps heal your heart. So if you're feeling extra sad, you can just sleep with or cuddle with some rose quartz, and that will help you. But if you have a favorite crystal that you love, that really connects with you and that you resonate with it, then I would say you may want to sleep with that crystal, and you may know which one that is. But if you don't, then I would recommend rose quartz, because this is a very gentle, nurturing heart stone. So that's beautiful. And of course, Kuan Yin, if you have statues of Kuan Yin or, you know, that sort of thing, that's always very gentle and helpful and everything. Okay, so now I'm going to look at the Hermit Tarot for you and see what will your person say to you, or what would your person be thinking when you guys were to do a repair or a reconnection a few months from now. So what they will be thinking, I want you to choose. So it does seem like they do want your happiness, and they want you. It's interesting, in the first tarot card spread you got on this, it was about the Two of Swords, where it's like you do have a crossroads in front of you right now. You have a fork in the road. And so if there's an external circumstance that might be leading to this separation, it seems like your person really wants for you to make these choices, you know, in what's like in your best interest. So it seems like they want you to choose something that makes you happy. I want a fresh start with you. I do feel like they would like a healing or a beginning of a repair, or a fresh start, which is good. Think before you act. I think they're going to try to do some thinking before acting impulsively or emotionally reactive. So I do feel like they're going to try to be more methodical and when they're communicating with you, because they will have healed some of the anger and the blame, and they will have healed some of the fear. So that's good. And let's see. And their archetypes, they'll have healed that. I get the Ace of Pentacle, which is interesting because that's very similar to that Knight of Pentacle card we got for them, where it's like they're offering to you with that Knight of Coins, which is great. And then now is not the time, because we did still get weight. So it's a beginning of a repair, but it seems like that's just the first step. And, you know, I feel like that it's promising that there could be more in store after, but I would say that when you do reconnect, that it's not going to be like everything all completely, but it does seem like that there is a lot of progress, and progress is good. So I would say that, you know, in the next few months, actually, it looks pretty promising for you guys. So we'll see what happens from there. All right, hi File 1. I actually went through the whole video, and I ended the video and everything. And you know what I forgot to do? I actually forgot to reveal your secret candle message for you. So I am going to extinguish the candle, and I'm going to bring it to the video. so you can see what your secret candle message is that you chose today. So in the end of the video, of course, you're going to see this candle still lit because I'm going to insert it in. Your secret candle message. All right, well, that is what I have for you, pile 1. If you feel like this didn't resonate with you, feel free to pick another pile. Or we do have another video. I also have the how to heal your broken heart video up. So if you are feeling exceptionally sad about this connection, and this loss or this separation right now, you can feel free to check out that video. And then I have a lot of what are they thinking and feeling about you videos as well up as well. And like what their next action is and what their intentions are with you and stuff like that. So I do have some other videos up that you guys can check out, and I have some channeled messages videos so you can see what your person would say to you more in depth in those videos too. So if you do like this video, I hope it resonates with you. And again, my heart goes out to you if you are, sad or suffering or needing to go through healing in regards to the separation. Feel free, if you guys want, if you want to like the video or comment on it, or if you have a request of a video that you would like for me to channel for you, I'm happy to take requests. And if you want to subscribe, I would love for you guys to be subscribers and just click that notification bell so you can get updates of when I release videos. So until next time, I'm here for you, and I do wish you the best love and luck between you and your person. And if you do want to reunite with them, then I do hope that it happens for you. So until next time, I hope you take care. Bye. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your twilight session or your twinkle session video tonight. Tonight is actually the full moon in Sagittarius. We're in the month of Gemini right now. This is not going to be when I upload the video though. I have other videos that I'm probably going to upload first. But I wanted to film this anyways because it's a full moon. And I've been channeling kind of this like Sagittarius Gemini energy tonight, which is interesting because the topic is not very Gemini Sagittarius-esque. We have Quan here, who is a beautiful, the divine Buddha in regards to enlightenment, for compassion and healing and love and all of that. So I wanted to do a Quan series in regards to will they come back? This Quan actually is my favorite of all my Quan. I got her because I was manifesting a miracle. I got her when I used to live in Florida back in the day. I used to channel at this bookstore called Griffin's Loft, and it's not even in business anymore, but it was my first bookstore I ever worked at as a psychic, and it was so cool. And I remember seeing her. She was featured and displayed, and I looked at her and I was like, wow, she's so expensive. I could never afford her. She's like $200 at the time. And I remember that I was like wishing for her, and that day she went on sale. She was half off. She was $100. And I remember that I was like, you know what, if I get one reading, then that's $90 and that would pay for her. And literally within 5 minutes, a customer walked in the door and got a reading from me. And it was like, thanks, Quan Yin, that was so meant to be. So I always have a very special, relationship with Quan Yin, and I felt like she was saying like, oh, I'll help you. If you really like me, I'll help you. So I thought that was really cool, my little Quan Yin miracle. So I was thinking the reason why I wanted to tell you that story was because you may be looking for a miracle or are trying to manifest your person back as well. So I know that I can tell, like when I'm channeling the energy of you and your person, that it's a very special sacred connection that you feel for them. So I'm excited to channel, will they come back? Will you get back together? Or will you get together? You have picked, I lift up these statues and I hold them to the camera. This is way too heavy and big. I'm not gonna. It's big enough for you guys to see it in the video in frame. She's gonna just chill here, taking up basically the whole table while I channel for you anyway. But it's cool. We'll just operate within this little space. It'll be fine. I also have this mini candle holder as well. It has these 2 angel aura crystals, which are beautiful. Basically on each side, it's a tea light candle holder, but tonight I put these angel auras in as well. And I love how she sits right in the middle of this candle holder. So she's very cool. I want to put her in frame as well, but I'm realizing I only have so much space on this table and I don't want to break anything like the amethyst in the center. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to send her so much love and she's going to hang out with us out of frame. So I'm going to put her here, but we can still have Big Quan here to look at, but I can put these ones in frame. So I'll put this one here and I'll put this one here. So now what I wanted to mention to you as well, the deck that you picked with this Quan is the archetype oracle deck, which is cool. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put it under this candle and it will basically be a bonus section at the end of the reading for you guys to see what they're working through in regards to you psychologically right now in regards to this separation. So we're going to see, and we'll even see what you're working through as well. Also, at the very, very end, we have a surprise candle section for you where I have put a label on the back of this candle that I will reveal to you that will connect to you and your person at the end of this video. So we will also get a secret candle message for you as well. So first I'm going to channel for you using some tarot cards and we'll see a little bit about, what's going on with your person right now and what they're feeling. So I think, what tarot card deck would I like to use for you? I think I'll use Good Tarot because it's within arm's reach. And I would use Alchemia, but it's too far away and I'm not getting up. So, all right. So, channeling here. We have a very little playing frame, but it's a good frame nonetheless. We will work with it. Okay, so, all right. So I'm going to pull 4 cards to see a little bit about what's going on with your person, and then I may pull more from this deck or I may switch decks depending. So, okay, so first of all, you know what? I am going to do reversals. Okay, so I get the Knight of Coins in reverse. I get the Princess of Water in reverse. So there's the 2 of you upside down. On the back of the deck, I get King of Fire, King of Earth reversed. I'll even take that. And that's actually very interesting. I have, 5 of Fire. Yes, that's very, very interesting. And on the Page of Water, I get the 6 of Fire. And you know what? I'm actually going to take one more that'll be 3 and 3 because I'm actually starting to see something come up as a pattern right now. And Temptation reversed. Okay. So I'm not really surprised, honestly, with these cards because you guys are in separation. So this is them and this is you. And this is kind of what's been going on. So for them, I get Knight of Coins reversed. I get King of Coins reversed. And I get 5 of Fire upright or 5 of Wands. So what's interesting about your person is I feel like they were a knight, but they were out of alignment. So basically they were an immature person moving slowly. And they were out of alignment because this is upside down. What's good is the separation between the 2 of you is actually going to evolve them into a king. So they're going to go from a knight to a king. And a king is usually somebody that's more commitment oriented, which is good. A knight is too, but they just move so slow. They're like the turtle of the tarot. The thing with the king, though, is it's still out of alignment. So it evolves them. It seems like this separation is helping them grow as a person. But it's still out of alignment to relationships, even if they're mature and more, and they're growing. So I want to say this is going to help them grow and evolve as a person, but it may still not be enough to make them be in alignment to a relationship. So we'll see what happens with more cards. I do get the 5 of Fire, or 5 of Wands. So I'm getting as well, this is usually a card of an argument. So it may be that you guys had a fight that kind of came, had you guys separate as well. I get the Princess of Cups reversed. So here you are as well. A princess that pairs with the knight because they're the same age. So you also may have found yourself acting in ways that like you weren't super proud of at all either. Or you may just have found that like the two of you were both very young when you guys met and when you got together, or when you guys, connected. And you may have been out of alignment too. So it seems like maybe both of you guys met when you were young and didn't really have a clue about what to do in relationships. And then I get the 6 of Fire. So it seems like you really matured. You grew up. You had this, hero. You were the hero upright, but your person was the king, but out of alignment. So it does seem like that they were out of alignment with you there. And then I get the Devil card, or Temptation, but reversed or out of alignment. So it may be that your person has kind of shifted your mentality when it comes to relationships. You may be in a time period now where you're looking more for just kind of casual connections. You may want to reconnect with your person, but you might feel like you are still kind of hurting or wounded or not really in a space to be able to receive them well. Because you're still out of alignment in this way as well. So it may be that you still have some healing, to do in this way. But I want to look at the future tarot, and I want to see a little bit about, no, you know what? First, before I do that, I want to do a little relationship spread. I'm going to do the Good Tarot again, and I will take reversals. So I'm going to do 3 cards for your side, how you're thinking and feeling about this connection. And I have 3 cards for their side, how they are thinking and feeling about the connection, and from their perspective. 3 cards for the past, what has happened already to bring the two of you to this current situation. 3 cards for the future, what's going to happen between now and the next 3 months. And then a card for more of a long-term outcome. And we will see what's going on. And then we're going to look at the future in more detail with the future tarot. So, in regards to your side. So I get the 5 of Cups. You are very, very sad right now. This is a card of sadness and disappointment. I get the Tower reversed. It seems like there was a sudden and shocking situation that happened. And it seems like it's very difficult for you because as this relationship went into separation, or this connection between you and your person went into separation, it was hard for you to accept it. And it seems like part of it, even as they were leaving or even as they were separating, it seemed like it was hard to accept that into reality, and it made you really, really, really sad. And then I get the Knight of Cups reversed. It seems like you're trying to prioritize them and their needs, even if they're not really giving their love anymore. So it seems like that there's a loneliness there and there's a sadness there from you just at this current, time. It seems like that's what you're feeling at the moment. In the past, for them, I get Justice, this is current moment. Justice, it seems like they wanted to have good karma with you. They want to treat you fairly. They want to treat you well. They are intending to do so, even if, I would say that they're going to try to do so. So they're going to try to do good actions. They're going to try to treat you well. They're trying to do right by you. I get the 2 of Swords, where they know they have a decision to make with this. So I feel like with the 2 of Swords, they're at a crossroads. They have to make a decision. And the 3 of Coins represents, and this is all upright for them. So the 3 of Coins represents how there's a project that they're working on and it may connect to you. It also seems like they may want to build something with you, or they were building something with you. It seems like they still want to build something, which is interesting because you have the Tower reversed, which is, on one hand, you may feel like the thing you guys are building together or the relationship you guys are building together is crumbling, but it's also difficult to let go. So there is that. For the past, I get the Moon, which is a lot of emotional, heavy, confusing energies. I get the Five of Swords, which is going your own direction, walking away, or feeling like there is some, self-focus instead of partner focus there. There may even have been a little selfishness with your person where they may have been needing to focus entirely on their own life or on their own self, and that would hurt you as well. And then I get the Hermit, which was, of course, their separation and their leaving. In the future, I get, here we go. I get Seven of Cups. For the next 3 months, I'm not getting that they are coming back sooner, or at least not committing. Because the Seven of Cups upright, it represents they may have dreams about you, they may have fantasies about you, but I don't feel like they commit. This is usually the card of not a commitment. And then I get the Death card or transformation, but I get it reversed. So I feel like that there's a hard time with things in this connection going through a transformation or growing or healing or in that. And I get the Queen of Fire, where I feel like that they still desire you a ton. They think that you're extremely passionate, very sexy, very gorgeous, but it does seem like things are still kind of out of alignment or reversed. So it seems like they don't quite know how to ground this in. They may desire you, but they may not have been able to really do the healing work necessary in order to merge with you. And yeah, because it seems like longer term future with the Nine of Water or Nine of Cups, but reversed. It seems like usually this is like a happy wish come true card, but it's upside down. So it seems like you guys both are trying to make some wishes come true in this connection, but it seems like you guys still don't quite know how to do it. So let's see if we can give you some help in regards to that. I'm going to clear this just because we only have a little bit of space. So maybe I can give you guys some help in regards to like how to maybe improve this situation, because it seems like both of you care for each other. It's a special bond. But I'm getting that you guys are having a hard time seeing eye to eye or making it work or kind of working through some of these challenges. So let's see. Now that's also like a little spread, but I want to look a little deeper into the future spread. All right. So I want to pull some cards to see in regards to pile 2 and pile 2's person, what would happen if they continue along the same path and they don't change any action? Or they just do what they're doing. Or, if destiny takes over and does their thing. So, okay. So I have 5 cards. The first card. Oh, well. I got it reversed. Which is interesting because we got the King of Fire before too, I think. No, we didn't. We got the King of Coins reversed. Okay. So we got the King of Fire, but upside down. They may be in their ego a little bit, honestly. They may be angry or have some pride or be some stubbornness here. I do get the Nine of Swords upright though. So it does seem like while they're in their ego and they may be a little like selfish about it, it seems like that, and out of alignment, it seems like with the Nine of Swords, they are battling their demons and their dragons, and they are really trying to overcome these obstacles, and they are trying to grow, even if it's a difficult time doing so. So they may be a slow grower. Take that as you will. I get the Ten of Cups reversed. And so it seems like where normally there's like happiness, it seems like in this particular case, there's like, it's hard to be happy in this connection. I get the Page of Coins upside down, so I'm getting for you as well. It's like you're wanting to give to them and provide for them and be like a team or like a companion, see like you and them together, but it's upside down, so it seems like there's a hard time giving in this connection or providing or even being like present. Yeah, because I get, again, the Death card upside down where it's like, it's hard because this connection just isn't transforming. It doesn't seem like the growth is happening. And that's confusing me. So I want to see a little bit deeper about what's going on. Why is this growth not happening? because the Death card is reversed. There's all that. Twice. We got the transformation upside down. We got the Death card upside down. So, interesting here. I'm going to look at some of their feelings for you. Maybe get some insight onto some of their feelings for you. So, I'm going to take some of these messages of love cards. All right. So how are they emotionally feeling for you? How do they feel for pile 2 in their heart? Okay. Weird. I get mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson, which is interesting because I got 2 cards that said they're not transforming, actually. Maybe they think that they are better than that. Maybe they think they're all that and that they've done all this work, but like they haven't really come far enough to be able to have like a stable or a healthy relationship right now. Yes, that's exactly what's happening. Whoa. This is, oh, wow. Okay, so I get the here and now card. So it seems like your true love is already part of your life. So they're aware that they have a true love with you. They know that you're already part of their life and that you're there, or that you were there. But then I get denial, where it seems like they're in denial a lot and they're having a hard time, growing, maturing, transforming. They're in denial. They're not really like, they know that there's a love there between you. And then it seems like they deny it, or they can't accept it, or that, which is very, very interesting. And then I get the warning card, don't dismiss the red flags. It might be that there are some irreconcilable differences between the two of you, because it seems like they may feel like this relationship is a red flag, or they might feel like the values or something in this connection are just too different. Like maybe you guys have too many spiritual differences, or you have too many deal breakers in some way. So it seems like for what this is, and that might be why things are out of alignment, why everything is upside down or reversed, because it seems like it's like there's just too many things that don't fit. They may feel like, oh, I love this person, but we're not compatible. Or I love this person, but we can't have a future. Like, it seems like they might feel like it's impossible. Like, they just don't know how to, like, make it work. Or they might feel like it just isn't what you guys want. If you guys were together, you guys wouldn't be happy. Like, you guys wouldn't really be able to be together and be happy. So it's a very interesting dynamic. I want to get more. I'm getting more information from these. This is very hiding. Okay. All right. I'm getting more information from these romance angels, actually. So give me more details, please, about pile 2 and pile 2's person, because this is like a mystery that we're solving together. Love yourself first. It seems like they're trying, and this is where that King of Fire is. They're trying to give themselves love first. They're trying to prioritize themselves, but for them, it was reversed. So it seems like while they're trying to give themselves love, it seems like maybe it comes off narcissistic or selfish, because it seems like maybe they don't know how to do self-love and also love someone else. And maybe they don't know how to do both. Maybe they feel like they only have to do one or another, and then it comes off as like a little ruthless, or it comes off as being misunderstood in some way, because their intention, the positive intention, is they're trying to give themselves self-love here, but they're not being able to figure out how, and especially because if they stay in denial and not really willing to work on their stuff and grow, it seems like they just don't know how to give both of you love. I get the let your friends help you. Maybe they're getting bad advice from their friends or from influences in their life, or they may feel like you guys can only be friends, or they have to be platonic with you. Like, it seems like they may feel like they just don't know how to receive like romantic love from you in this way. And which is so interesting, because if they listen to their heart, I do get wedding. They may think like, I need to find and marry somebody that, fits this description, or has these character traits, or is this lifestyle, or it seems like they're thinking that they need to marry someone that is a certain type, or a certain fit, or a certain something. Let me get more information. Well, something that I do love. They may not come back in 3 months. They may not come back in 6 months, but it seems like maybe down the road when they have been able to mature, because it seems like there's a block. there's a block on them where like they have such a dogma or like such a belief system that it's like they don't allow it to be changed. But I feel like eventually they will grow, even if they don't grow now. Sometimes people take years to grow. Sometimes they need to take a while to like challenge their belief systems that don't work for them anymore. But I do get reconciliation. So I would say that while it may not be in 3 months, it might not be in 6 months, it might not be in 9 months, it does look like with the reconciliation card though, that they would come back. It's just more in like the farther future. So it's not really in like the near future, it's farther future. Yeah, because they keep an open mind because they're having a very hard time keeping an open mind in regards to you. And it seems like they really need to challenge some of their belief systems in order for them to feel like it can work, because they are definitely challenging. They have a lot of challenges when it comes to this situation here. Okay. I'm going to get some fairy messages to get some more information because I'm curious about more details here. Okay. So, fairies, please tell me what's going on. Dietary change, pregnancy. Oh, this has to do with kids. This has to do with what is going to happen with their family, or there's a pregnancy, or there is a discrepancy between family or with children, or it may be that they have pressure to marry a certain person or have kids in a certain way, or something. So I get dietary change. They're trying to eat healthy or whichever. And then I get pregnancy. So it seems like either they're trying to eat healthy so they can be like a good parent and, have a healthy body as a parent to children, or it seems like maybe they got somebody else pregnant, or maybe they got pregnant, or it's like, it's very interesting. It's like something here. Yeah, so that's very, very interesting. So yeah, okay, so the situation, ironically with the moon, which is literally the sign of the mother, the situation is there's a pregnancy situation that is a determining factor in this connection. So, wow. All right, now this obviously is going to be different for each one of you with your situations, but it definitely seems like it has to do with children or with kids or with future kids or with being a parent or you being a parent, them being a parent, like, or their families and family expectations or that kind of thing. So, wow. All right. So I feel like there's definitely like starting to uncover the mystery of this situation where they need to change their belief systems in regards to that. And you yourself may just have conflicting thoughts and values about family and kids as well. Like you guys might be on opposite sides of the fence with that, which is where when both of you kept showing up as like all your stuff is upside down, reversed, I think it's like you guys just don't see eye to eye on what you want for a future, especially in regards to families and kids. And if you guys did before, which I don't think you did, then you don't now. Wow, okay. So you guys, if you want your person back, you guys need to figure out about your value system and their value system. And you guys need to figure out, what do you truly want that's going to make you happy? What do you want for your future? Separate from this person, what do you want your life and your lifestyle to be like? Because this is very interesting. So, okay, you guys. Well, we've gone a while on this video so far. So, I'm going to get some messages though from them. I still want to know more. All right. This is a Stellar Energy Oracle. Reach out. So interesting. Wishing well. So I feel like they want to have another conversation with you where if you guys ended the last conversation badly or you guys didn't say what you guys wanted to say, it seems like maybe your person wasn't really happy with how you guys were talking to each other or how the conversation went. Because I get that they may want to reach out to you or they may message you as like an apology or to like say sorry or to say like, I hope you'll be happy, or like, I feel like they want to let you go and give you a good sense of closure. With the wishing well, I feel like they do really wish you to be happy, and I feel like they are going to try to to have that happen. So with the reach out card, I do feel like, and look at this card, it's interesting. Even on this card, it's an interracial couple. It's almost like there are just some cultural differences in this card and maybe between the two of you that just don't seem to be compatible based on your current value system or your current beliefs system or preferences. But it doesn't mean that's the way it's always going to have to be. So it's really important to remember that, because it may be that you guys need to challenge your beliefs in order to find common ground here. So it's very interesting. So yeah, so the reaching out, the wishing well, taking action. You might hear from them because they want to, just wish you well or say goodbye. Yeah, because I get taking action and then burdened heart. I do feel like this does weigh heavy on their heart, like it does on yours. And then I get new beginnings. So I feel like that whether you have a new beginning with this person or with a new person, I do feel like you will have a new beginning either way. So some of you will have this person come back much later down the road because you did get the reconciliation card. Others of you would have a new person and this person would reconcile just to like make peace if you guys are not at peace with each other, where I feel like they're going to reach out, they're going to reconcile with you to wish you well, and you'll be able to start a new beginning with, a new person that really does fit truly what you're looking for. Because I feel like you have a lot of love for this person, but I'm also feeling like this person might not fit like all the criteria that you have that really merges with the lifestyle that you want to have. And maybe even vice versa. Maybe they want a lifestyle that you wouldn't want. So, like if you were to really, really look at it, even if it might feel like really good to you when you think about it in a concept, it may not make you happy like living it or in reality or that sort of thing. There may be details about this lifestyle that just like you wouldn't really like if you were like living in it day to day. So it's interesting. Okay, so I'm going to do Ocean of Emotion. We're going to see what's your person emotionally feeling for you right now. Oh, number one, they're trying to bury themselves in work to forget about you, or they just may be having a very busy job with the working card. But seriously, I get misery. What they're feeling right now is they're sad too. So I feel like you guys are both hurting. So I feel like there's that. It says, I'm haunted by the past and my own inner darkness. So the times where they got into arguments with you and the times where they had a power struggle with you, the times where their value system clashed with yours, and the times where they acted out of integrity or they did things they regret or they said or did things that wasn't in alignment, like they do have a conscience. I do feel like they care about you and they want you to be okay. So I do feel like that they do feel badly about how they acted in the past. So there is that part. Yeah, they're worried. I do get the worried card and limited. Okay, so they know. All right, so I get worried where I'm carrying the weight of the world, and I get limited. There's nothing I can do about it right now. So I think they're very aware that like you guys might have just reached like an impasse. Some couples or some people, they do come to a point where they just know that they can't really progress anymore. And I feel like that you and your person may have reached kind of that point. And again, it's not to say that you wouldn't have like a beautiful person coming in that you could really be happy with. And actually, I'd like to even check that out just to see as an option. You may not be open-minded to other people coming in, but it wouldn't hurt just to peek a little bit. So we may just do a little bit of that in a second. Right now, we are going to look at, continue to look at your person a little bit because this is who you're asking about. But I am going to also look a little bit like potentially who else may come in for you that you may really connect with. All right. So right now we'll focus on, pile 2's original person. Okay. So I want to know what they are thinking, what their higher self is thinking. I can still see you standing there. So if you guys did interact in person, not for your very last interaction, but for maybe your last few interactions, if you guys had seen each other in person, I feel like they still remember when you were standing in front of them. Yeah, of course. Okay. Yeah, I got I've been struggling lately. So there is that card. So they are really, really miserable. They are really sad. They are limited. They're worried. All of that. They're still like emblazoned in their mind as like the image of you. I do get the I am not coming back card. So I would say that there is that. Now, it doesn't mean they're never coming back, but it seems like right now at this point, they don't believe they are. So again, it doesn't mean they won't. It just means that they don't believe they are right now. But I did get the reconciliation card. Yeah, here you go. There we go. This clarifies it. I am not coming back because I fear that you will reject me. So they may not want to initiate coming back out of their fear of rejection. So that is very telling, actually. So I would say it's not that they're not coming back. It's that they are not initiating coming back with you because of feeling like rejected or being afraid to be rejected. So that's the piece. That's the piece. So if you guys want a different outcome, because it kept showing like you guys being out of alignment and not coming together and all that, if you want a different outcome, you may have to reach out. Now, again, if they blocked you, if they don't want to hear from you, if they told you don't ever talk to me again, all right, you may want to respect that. Or you can send them like one message and you can say, you know, I want to respect your boundaries of not wanting to talk to me. You know, I wanted to send you a message just in case you've changed your mind. You don't have to reply to this if you don't want to. And if you don't want to talk to me, don't reply. And I will take that as a sign and I will honor that. You know, so you can like kind of leave it like that one last thing is, you know, honoring their boundaries. But then you let go and you don't initiate again. So then the ball is in their court, you know. And I do get this sometimes. I hear your voice in my head. So I do feel like when we spend time with people, we can incorporate and internalize belief systems that they share and they have. So if you said things to your person that have stuck with them, then they think about that over and over. So there is that. I want to hear a little bit more of the Hidden Truth Oracle. Okay. I am starting to understand our connection. Because even if you guys don't, you know, really match eye to eye on some things, on some very, very important things, it does seem like they at least understand the caring between the two of you and the like connection on like a soul level. So that is beautiful. They do feel that. So I love that. Oh, yes, exactly. There it is. Okay, I'm glad you guys had this reading because you guys may have just actually let this go and they never would have come back and then you would have felt rejected and you would have felt unloved. So here's the thing. I will wait for a sign from you. So with the I am not coming back because I fear you will reject me, combined with I will wait for a sign from you, I would say it's not will they come back. I would say it's, you know, do you want to reach out to them? Do you want to extend an olive branch at some point in the future? And it's that they don't feel comfortable coming back. But if you want to reunite with them, then maybe the ball is in your court. And then obviously if they don't reply to that, then you let it go. But it does seem like it might be like, will you come back? That might be more of the answer to this question here. And then I get finding out the truth crushed me. So it seems like there was some truth about the misalignment of this connection that really, really hurt your person. So maybe it was that you guys were getting to know each other and then these religious differences came out over time. Or maybe there was a situation where you guys got to know each other and you assumed you had the same values and then later on you guys stumbled upon discovering that actually, nope, that's not true. You know, and so it seems like finding out these irreconcilable differences or these like very, very strongly counteropposed like belief systems are like really hard. So there is that. But I would say that, yeah, it seems like there's a potential to reconcile totally. It just would have to come from you. And then again, obviously, if they don't reply well to that or whichever, then I would say you can let that go at that time. But it does seem like if you wanted to reach out like one time, you could do so. And it seems like you could see, because it seems like if not that, then you may be waiting a while. All right, so I'm going to do the archetype cards as some bonus messages from them. And then we're going to look at your secret candle message. Oh, no. we're not doing that yet. We're going to look at what other person's going to come in for you just in case you want to know. So, I mean, in case you don't want to know, you could just kind of like mute it right now, or you could like block your ears or something. So, just in case, who's coming in for pile 2? Extra. Oh, here we go. Here's some lovely, lovely little things here. What we got? Short term. Oh, so short term. This means in the very near future. Probably before this person would come back. I get true love. So there is definitely somebody that's coming in for you that you could have a beautiful true love with. Now you or they may be a brunette female. So there is that. You or they may be exceptionally gorgeous with the Beauty Queen card. You or they may be a mature woman. And I would venture to say that in this particular case, that if you are somebody that dates women or dates people who identify as women, then I would say that your next person coming in, she looks like this. She is a gorgeous, hot brunette that you can have true love with in the short, like in the very near future. We love this. If you identify as this girl, this is you, somebody mature, beautiful brunette who has true love coming for them. And I would say you don't even have to have brown hair for you to be a mature woman who is beautiful, who is going to receive true love soon in the near future. And I get, you will be in charge. So I get control. You can control how open you are to this. So I want to let you know, like, you're totally in charge in regards to, like, if you would like to be open to new connections. So I would say there's definitely some true love coming in for you, regardless of if you are, whatever your gender is. And I do feel like the person coming in is gorgeous and mature, and they are very quickly around the corner for you if you want them. Now, I totally understand, like, you got the 5 of Cups, like, Tower reversed, you know. You're maybe not ready to be emotionally available for, like, a new connection. You may feel like you need some healing time, and I totally get that. But if for whatever reason the universe drops something in your lap, and then there you go. Okay. Now, I get for you here for the archetype cards. This is what are they working through right now? And then I'm going to, for 2 cards, and then I'm going to pull 2 cards for you. What are you working through right now, psychologically? So they are working through these 2 things. You are working through these 2 things. So they are working through mother. Yep, because I got the pregnancy card. They are working through either them being a good mother, or their own mother issues, or their own mother wounds, or they are working through being with someone that can be the mother that is the right match for them to their future children. So there is that. Or if they don't want kids and you do, it might be that they are releasing you so you can be a good mother. So I get light attributes. They are working through their nurturing energy, their patience, their unconditional love, and that they are working through giving joy, or working through joy in giving birth to life. So that's awesome. So they're working through their nurturing tendencies, which is great. If they're working through mother childhood wounds, they would be working through healing from a mother that might have been overly invasive, like smothering them, or somebody that was very abandoning to them, a mother abandoning them, or they may have had a mother that instilled guilt in their children, and that this guilt is they would guilt trip their kids if their kids were to be independent. So there are some wounds that they may have from their mother, or in regards to wanting to become a good parent themselves, or wanting to match with somebody that would be the parent of their future children that they want. Because I feel like if you did want to be a parent, you would be a good one, but it may not be the right fit for what they're looking for, and they may not be the right fit for what you're looking for. So it may just be that it's like, it's just not a match. Like, I'll give you an example. So, you know, I'm a psychic and metaphysical and all of this stuff. And so for me, I've tried in the past dating people who were like highly Christian religious, and it's just that it just wasn't the right match because our spiritual beliefs were so completely different that there was no room to allow for these incompatibilities when it came to marriage and a lifelong future and family dynamics and all of that for future kids and all of that. So for me, I've tried dating a couple of born again Christians, and it just didn't match. Like they didn't accept me in this particular way. So for you, you may feel like you guys have just like such extreme differences that there's just too far apart in that way. So then I also get the monk and the nun, which is ironic that the spiritual card came out. Because your person is working through their own spirituality. They're learning to be selfless when it comes to, which is funny because I think we did get the King of Fire in reverse, that they're working through their selfishness so that they can become more selfless and more spiritual for the right reasons. And there's that. And that they're trying not to be like excessively pious. It's so funny, it says that on the card. And trying not to negatively judge people who are in like the physical world or the material world, that kind of thing. All right, and then we have, for you, you have storyteller and you have addict. Not to say you have addictions, but just saying that like you may have attachments to things. You may have attachments to this person, that you may be working through letting go of your attachments to this person. So it says, helps you recognize and confront any like, addictive behavior or behavior when it comes to like being overly attached to somebody. So I would say this. And then it says basically compromise. Yes. Okay. So you're also working through just being authentic with yourself, having integrity and being honest with yourself, and that you're working through basically, having authority over your inner spirit. So basically you're working through being in control of yourself so that you can make choices that you feel good about and that you can be authentic to yourself. Like we all work through that. So there's that. And then storyteller. So you are also probably a storyteller. You probably are a very good writer or that. So there's that. And the storyteller archetype card. And then it says ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. And there's that. So that you're basically, you may just by spending this time out of this connection, you might actually spend some time being creative and work on some creative writing. So that's fun. So you might channel, instead of being addicted to this person, you might channel your creativity. So that's cool. All right, you guys, I almost forgot. I forgot last time and then I had to re-record, but I have your secret candle message. So I'm going to blow out your candle and I'm going to show you what your message is. I'm going to have to be careful because this has been burning for a while and I don't want to burn myself, but okay. Okay, so I most likely edited that because I had to wait for that to cool off a little bit because it was going to burn my fingers otherwise. So anyway, your message label was woohoo! So I feel like this is predictive for you that you're actually going to have an amazing connection with either this new relationship, true love that's coming in, or that your person will grow. It's just going to take a probably very long time if you guys do decide to work out these very difficult differences. You guys would have to go through like some pretty big changes, both of you, in order to be compatible for this kind of connection. But if you guys want to do that, relationships can sometimes take some work and adjustment. And so if you both are willing to do that and you want to work through some creative solutions to compromise some things, if you can at least, compromise so that both of you can kind of get both of your needs met or both of your values met in this connection, then that's awesome too, because I do see reconciliation for a little later, but you would probably have to reach out first. So it's more about like, instead of will they come back, it's more like, will you go back? And it seems like maybe you will, that's something to think about. So you can decide if you want to do that. So, I think we have gone a long time now, my darling Pile 2s, but I'm glad you joined me for this Quan Yin reading. I do feel like there could be some good things between you and your person if you want to take that path in life. That would be that Two of Swords card that comes up for you, that you have a decision to make. So there is that. And I would say that if you felt like this pile didn't resonate with you, it was a very specific message. So it may not be your pile if it wasn't like that this was your situation. So if it wasn't, then feel free to pick another pile. But if you've watched this far, then it probably was. And if it did resonate with you, you can feel free to, if you want to, you can like the video or comment on it or subscribe or that sort of thing. If you are in pain about this connection, you can always watch, I have a video I uploaded called How to Heal Your Broken Heart. So you may want to watch that video with some healing tips on it for you. So I have that video up, and there's a lot of videos up about like what are they thinking and feeling about me and will they ever commit and stuff like that. So until next time, my sweet, sweet Pile 2s, I so appreciate you watching this long and this far in this video. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening whenever you go to sleep. And I know that it's not the full moon when you're watching this today, or at least not this particular night. But I hope that the energy of the Sagittarius full moon infuses into this video during this Twinkle series Twilight Witching Hour video. And I hope that you have a lovely evening when you do sleep tonight. And I wish you a lot of love and luck for you and your person. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you. And I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your video tonight. You are clicking on this because you're curious to know, will they come back to you? So most of you are probably in separation with your person, or maybe you've gone through a breakup. If you haven't had a technical commitment, then maybe you guys, are wondering if they're going to make it more official, or if you're distancing yourself or they're distancing themselves, maybe you're curious about like, will they come back to you in a way that's stronger than before, or kind of just like what's going to happen with this connection now that you may be in a period of time of like uncertainty. It's interesting that you picked this particular Quan Yin because she's encased in glass in a wood frame. So what I think about this is I feel like number one, Quan Yin is being very protected. So you may also be being very protected right now at this time. Either your person might be trying to act as a way they think is protecting you, even if it's confusing to why they would do that. You may be acting self-protective, or they may. What's interesting is how protected Quan Yin is, but yet this glass is still so fragile. And so, because glass can break and shatter really easily, I feel like you feel that this person is somebody very valuable to you who you would like to protect and keep safe. I feel like they may also feel that way about you. We can definitely look in the cards and see if that's the case. And I feel like as well with this in a glass box, it's like preserved. So I feel like that this connection may almost be kind of like a sacred connection that's preserved in time. You may even feel like you guys are on the shelf and you're wanting to know if they're going to take you off of the shelf and, connect with you back that way. But it's interesting to see it. In order to prop her up, because she is actually a picture frame that goes on the wall, I have to put this huge, big, heavy citrine behind, which is what you'll see here with this tip here. You'll see just the tip. And this is basically to prop it up against it. But citrine is a crystal of joy and happiness. So I do feel like that's important to this connection as well, where I feel like you're looking for some joy and some happiness, or when you're with your person, you do feel a lot of joy and happiness. Also, it's the color of your solar plexus, so you may feel like you need to be empowered now, or you're wondering about maybe what action can you take, or how can you be in your power. You have also picked this, again, it's like a glass, but it's not because it's crystal. Again, is this like solid, strong, sturdy, yet fragile, delicate Quan Yin made out of amethyst, which is beautiful. This is a very psychic and spiritual crystal. And so you might find that you guys have a very psychic connection or very intuitively, spiritually connected bond. So there is this. You may sometimes know what your person is thinking and feeling, even more than they do or before they do. You might say jinx all the time to each other. You guys also, you have the Star Child Tarot, which is also very beautiful. So I'm going to channel a little bit now for you guys and see what's going on with your person. Also, something that I find is very interesting is I have lit candles tonight in honor of your connection, and I have put a label behind your candle, and there are two labels, one that the candle came with and then one that I put on the candle as a symbolic message for you regarding you and your person. And so I will do a candle reveal at the end of this video so you can see what is your special psychic message in regards to you and your person. So right now I'm going to pick 5 cards and we're going to kind of see what's the dynamic between the two of you right now. And then we're going to do, let's see. We'll see what we do. Right now I have the 5 cards going on about like what's going on with them. And then I will do a little relationship spread. Yeah, that's what I did with the other piles. I'll do that with you guys too. Oh, it seems like your person has so much romantic love for you. The Ace of Cups is the romantic card, which is beautiful. And even in the card, this crystal here on the left is the Amethyst, which is what Quan down here is made out of. So that is absolutely spectacular. And then the crystals on the back are actually what this citrine obelisk looks like if you were to look behind the picture frame. So I do feel like with this connection, they have a ton of romantic energy towards you. I get the 7 of Wands. I do feel like they will fight for this connection, but I also feel like they may at the moment be very defensive about either their feelings, because it's like their defensiveness is right next to their romantic feeling card. So they might be feeling very defensive about their feelings or particularly vulnerable. They may want like an encasing to protect them if they're feeling extra vulnerable or extra fragile at this time. I do get with the 7 of Wands that they may be in their defense mechanisms and have a hard time connecting with you if they are in that defense mode. Yeah, because I get the Moon. I feel like they might be confused, overwhelmed, and flooded with their emotions. It's interesting with the Moon because I am channeling this video for you tonight on the full moon in Sagittarius. So we are having a full moon tonight as I film this video, even though I won't be putting this video up at tonight. I'll be waiting because I have a few more videos that are coming up next first. But what's interesting with the moon is I do feel like that for you, and it's interesting in this card, actually, the moon is full as well. So I feel like with full moons, it can make people act erratic, it can have passionate behavior or overly emotional behavior. And I feel like your person might be feeling very heightened at this time. Yeah, they're sad though. They're sad and they're afraid. So it's interesting. There's so much romantic love for you. And then they're defenses. They're on the defensive. They're flooded emotionally. They are very sad with the 3 of Swords. And the 5 of Crystals or coins there's a lot of fears and anxieties going on in them right now. So I feel like for them, basically, it's just like your person right now is just like overwhelmed and flooded with emotions. Now I'm going to do a little spread for you guys in regards to like your relationship right now or your connection right now. So I'm going to do 3 cards for your side, what you're going through and how you're thinking and feeling about this person at this current moment. 3 cards for your person, how they're thinking and feeling about you in this current moment. There may be even more. Yes, 4 because they stuck together, but I'm going to take them. I have for you guys, I want to put Quan in frame. Here we go. Quan, you want to be by this beautiful sparkly blue heart? I feel like Quan is going to be here to help your heart heal and have your heart be brave and strong. What's beautiful about this blue druzy heart, that Quan, the Buddha of compassion and kindness and nurturing and comfort, is again about giving your heart some protection, which I think is so gorgeous. So definitely your heart is going to be given strength and bravery through kindness and gentleness. So I also get for you guys 3 cards for the past. What have the 2 of you gone through that have brought the 2 of you to the situation that you're currently in? I get 3 cards for the near future in the next 3 months. what will happen between the two of you in the next 3 months if you go your current course, and then what will happen between the two of you in the longer term future or a longer term outcome. So we'll kind of see if these cards give us some clues in regards to will they come back, or will they make this connection more official, or what will happen in this connection. So I get for you, you are kind of feeling like this is a time period of inactivity. So the Four of Swords is you're feeling like not too much is going on. It feels kind of uneventful on your end, or like the drama is behind you. Because I feel like that, or you guys might even feel like you've been in separation with your person for a little bit. So they may still be emotional and flooded, but you may feel like your energy has kind of died down. Because I get the Ten of Wands, I feel like you're still very, very much in your heart committed to them. There may feel like a heavy burden or a soulmate contract between the two of you. And with the Two of Wands, I feel like that you're still feeling very passionately sexually attracted to them. So that's how I interpret these particular cards. For your person with 4 cards, I get the Seven of Coins. It seems like they are patient and they're waiting for the right time. So that's promising. I get the 6 of Crystals, which is 6 of Coins. It does seem like they want to be generous to you and give you some financial abundance, or there's some partnership energy associated with the 6 of Coins. So that's also good. Temperance is a card of destiny. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Okay. Temperance, I always look at this as destiny. A lot of psychics, they look at it as patience. So it seems like they're patient. They feel like this is a destiny. And the 6 of Cups, which is literally the card of reuniting with your past lover. So, yay. I love this. I love this. I love this. So they're patient. They're waiting for the right time. They still want to be generous to you and reach out. So I do feel like you'll hear from them. And I feel like you might hear from them where they may want to give you something generously. Maybe they're wanting to apologize and give you a gift to say sorry, or maybe they want to just give you something, but they're wanting to give to you in some way, and they do feel like it's a destiny you guys will come together and reunite. So they are definitely feeling like they would like to reunite with you or unite with you. In the past, I get the Hierophant, which is a card of marriage or relationship. And yeah, okay. So I feel like you guys were together in the past with the Hierophant, so I feel like this is was an official relationship. I get the Perspective, which in the traditional tarot is the Hangman. So I feel like with this perspective is they changed their mind, or they had to have a new perspective on this connection where they had to go off their own way. And I get the Emperor, where they had to focus on themselves and kind of just go off on their own. So I do feel like it's almost like they went off to heal themselves, or they went off to kind of develop a sense of stability, independence, and self-love, or like they're just really needing to focus on themselves right now. If you guys are not even in separation, if you guys are in a low contact situation, or if you guys are kind of feeling like they're zombieing you, or they're contacting you only every so often, I feel like it's because they're trying to make themselves a strong Emperor. They're really trying to make themselves like self-sufficient and physically strong, like vitality, health-wise strong. And it's interesting. I feel like they're just trying to make themselves be, kind of restore themselves is what I'm getting. Like restoring themselves back to being strong and everything. Also with the Perspective, I do feel like they are learning a lot of lessons in regards to this connection. Maybe they felt like there was something they needed to do first before you guys got together, because it seems like a timing issue on their end, but like a very strong desire to connect with you or to come back. I get the 2 of Crystals or 2 of Coins. So I do feel like in the next 3 months, between now and 3 months from now, I would say that there's really still like a wishy-washy back and forth energy with them. But I do get with the Ace of Crystals. And again, with the money cards, I feel like for whatever reason, there's something with their finances that turns around that might make them feel more confident to return. Because I'm getting they're waiting for their luck to turn around. So the 2 of Coins is a wishy-washy energy. The Ace of Crystals or Coins is more about feeling like they want to extend you an offer, but they're going back and forth in their head about it. They're not quite sure. They're a little confused, or they change their mind. I feel like this person, their feelings for you are decisive and clear, but I feel like their actions towards you may be hot and cold, even still in the next 3 months. But I get the Wheel of Fortune card, which is literally about things turning around, your luck turning around with your person. So that looks good. So I do feel like in the next 3 months, the luck changes in this connection. And it seems like it starts to move forward or progress. That might be the time when they come back. Interesting. Okay. So absolutely yes. But after 3-month mark, I get the Starseed card in this deck, which in the traditional tarot is the Fool, which is also the Leap of Faith. So within the next 3 months, I feel like they're wishy-washy going back and forth, but they do make you some kind of offer, or they give you some kind of, I feel like they try to reunite with you, because this is like they're extending you like like they're asking you a question. They're like, will you go out with me? Will you connect with me? Can we talk? Can we unite? Like, I feel like that Ace of Coins is like a gesture to try to reconcile. And I feel like that there's something with the Wheel of Fortune where it's like the luck does turn around and you guys can reunite in that way. And then with the Fool or the Leap of Faith, past the 3-month mark, is it seems like your person is like eagerly racing towards you. So it does seem like maybe just something has to be done first in this connection. Or something maybe has to be done by fate or by luck or by destiny, because it seems like, or maybe in their own life something has to click or happen, because it does seem like it turns around. So I do like that. I do think that's very, very beautiful and very good. Okay. Now I want to see more details. So I want to get with the Fin de Siècle card more details in regards to like what is happening in this connection. More details about what's going on. I get this card flipped off. Literally, this is so funny, you guys. You even might actually have already started to see this kind of start to happen. Because literally with the Wheel of Fortune, I literally get the Fin de Siècle card that says Great Fortune. So, like, you can't make that up. That's like awesome and amazing. So, wow. Okay. So there even may be already the seeds of this or the start of this happening. You may already have caught wind of it, or they may have mentioned it. They may have said like, hey, pile 3, when blah, blah, blah happens, I want to come and do this thing. So like, you may know that like it's in the works or that. And it does seem like it's some sort of financial helping for this person. So that is good. I do get poverty. So yeah, I feel like that one of their great motivators is their career and in try to increase their finances. That seems like it connects to their confidence in this connection. So that's good. That helps. And then I get thief. Yeah, if they've felt like they've had to sneak around or steal stuff, not physically, but like if they've had to kind of not be honest with you or be sneaky or something, it seems like they are needing to, you know, kind of come into alignment with their behavior. So for some of you. Also, I feel like it seems almost like there's been things in their life where they felt like they've had to sneak around because they've been poor, but if they had money, they would be able to offer to you something of value or worth. I do feel like they're really going to try to come for you. They want to come for you though, correct? Like instead of coming to you like a thief, they want to come to you like an official person. So there is that as well. So I feel like they really do want to come to you with something to show for it. And then I get concern. So I feel like they are worried. They may have some anxieties. Maybe they're afraid you won't be around when they can come for you. Or maybe they feel like they're anxious about something. But it does seem, maybe they're afraid it wouldn't happen. But it does seem like they have some concerns. And let's get some more details about that. So now I'm going to do, it's hard to reach around to all this stuff, but I want Quan to still stay in her beautiful, beautiful spot. Okay, so we're just going to be flexible. And that might be the situation you're dealing with your person. Like they are stuck in their spot and you want them in your heart there. It's like they're stuck in your heart. You want them in your heart because they are like encased in glass. They are like a preserved connection for you. You want to permanent, like make it permanent, you know? And so it's very interesting. And so it's like you might felt like you've had to like be so flexible and reach around and go completely out of your own energy in order to like work around this person who in this way is kind of like a tree, kind of like stuck and not moving, but you have been jumping through hoops to work around them. So that's interesting. All right, there are a lot of cards, and I'm going to take all of them. All right, so in regards to like what they're working through between now and the next 3 months, for them to be able to kind of progress this cycle forward with you, because it does seem likely that they're trying to progress with you. I get that one, they're going to be going through a transformation of their belief system. So whether getting more finances is going to help them have confidence or change some of their beliefs. Maybe they need to believe in miracles or the impossible. But I get that when they change their belief system, then they're going to feel free to take action right away on you. So one of the things that's holding them back is their beliefs, and they would like to take action on you. They also would love to be fearless, because I get the fearlessness card. So I feel like when they change around their beliefs, they are going to be fearless and take action on you like it's no one's business, like so fast. And then I get the obstacles. So I feel like that with your person, they're going to be really, really reflecting and thinking about what are the obstacles that actually are separating me in pile 3. And I get meditation. So they're going to be thinking about and reflecting and meditating on what are these blocks? What can I do to break through in a fearless way to take these action? What beliefs do I hold that are blocking me from my happiness, from this connection with pile 3? I want to work through these blocks. And what they're going to find in their reflection is they're going to find loyalty. They're going to reflect and just find they need to act within their loyalty. Something that I am just getting, I'll just throw this out there. If your person's in a connection with somebody else, which I'm not getting with the other cards, but if they are and you know about this, you would know about this. They may think, wow, I'm loyal to the wrong person. They might think, wow, I'm loyal to the wrong job. I'm loyal to something that is blocking pile 3 and I from getting together. I have misplaced my loyalties. That's kind of what it is. I feel like they are overly loyal to a situation, person, or event in their life, or a trauma, to overly kind of enmeshed in a trauma in their head, meaning like they are, how do I explain this? It's like if they had a bad thing happen to them when they were younger and they can't get that out of their head, then it's almost like that event in their head, that belief that it's created is so larger than life, that it's like they're so attached to it. They're inappropriately attached to it. They believe it so emphatically that it does not create room to allow for growth or anything else. And in this reflection in their meditations or in their thinking, they're going to realize that this belief does not need to be there. That this trauma, this experience that they had, that is disproven when something shifts in regards to their finances, they're going to realize that what was a block originally is no longer a block anymore. So it seems like the shift in their finances is actually going to shift their belief system, because it's going to show them something that they thought was impossible, but that now is possible. And because of that, that's going to make them believe in more miracles and have more faith in magic, the magic of life, basically. And it's going to help them work through some of their beliefs that have been holding them back. And then they're going to feel ready to take fearless action on you. And that's amazing, actually. So, yay, guys. Very cool. You may just feel kind of like in your Four of Swords energy, like, well, what do I do in the meantime? This is kind of like, I don't know. I feel like I am just kind of sitting here. What do I do about that? Almost like you have a lot of time on your hands and you're kind of wondering, like, how do you fill your time? What do you do in the meantime? What do you do while your person is like slowly working through their blocks and obstacles, or like while this miracle is happening in their life? Like, how do you spend your time? And that's so great. Glad you asked. Let's see. How can you spend your time while your person is working through all their stuff? Because that time period is flexible for everybody. A lot of it is kind of like people have epiphanies in their own time. And we have epiphanies when we have life events happen that can shift the energy, that can shift the patterns and the dynamics. It can all of a sudden make us feel worthy when we didn't feel worthy before. It can make us feel like it can physically change our physical life, and then new opportunities are there. Or, so it's like there's so many examples of what can shift and what can change and what can grow and do all that stuff. I want to get the unicorns. And I'm going to get the fairies. Am I going to get the fairies? I am. Okay, so what can pile 3 do in the meantime while their person is doing their thing? Oh, okay. Now, that's interesting. We'll look at this. What can pile 3 do in the meantime? Oh, fun. Don't worry, I'll tell you guys what's popping out. What is making itself known? Okay. Obviously. Okay. Yep. Yay. Yay. Aww. Okay, cute. All right, you guys. I'm going to do this here. Okay. So, first, in the meantime. Now, again, you don't have to wait for them. But I do feel like they are going to be very strongly coming back for you. And when this happens, I feel like most likely you would be wanting to receive them back. So whether you wait for them or not, it might be even almost irrelevant because I feel like they would come back anyway. But, so in the meantime, or between now and then, they want you to talk about your feelings. So you have a choice. And you use your intuition to feel like if this is good for you or not. Or if this is something you feel like ready to do or wanting to do. I get talk about your feelings. So if you are in contact with your person, but you guys aren't together, you can make a decision about talking to them about how you're feeling about the situation or your feelings. Literally on the card, it says, tell a friend how you feel. They might be your friend. You may want to have a heart-to-heart talk with them. You may want to share with them your truth, your vulnerability, and be brave and go there. If you guys aren't talking, if you guys aren't in, connection in that way, or if you feel like, even if you're connected, if you're feeling like the relationship that you have with them at this current time is not appropriate for you to talk to them about your feelings, then talk to a different friend about what you feel and your feelings, like in a therapeutic, cathartic way. You can also get some therapy. So it does seem like talking about your feelings will be therapeutic for you, whether you talk about them to your person, to a friend of yours, a family member of yours, or to a professional. So it does seem like talking about your feelings will be very important. Also, they're saying you'll know in the morning. So when you go to sleep tonight and then you wake up the next day, tomorrow you will have an answer to this question. So there's something that will happen to you tomorrow that will give you guidance or will give you a clue as to what to do in the meantime between now and then. And this will be something that you'll feel in your soul. So you will feel this very strongly. So that is very, very beautiful. Also, it says, when you wake up, you'll have a better idea what to do. Relax until then. So the relax until then on this card sticks out to me as well. So between now and then with your person until they come back, relax. So they're saying, do something that's relaxing, do something that makes you feel good. And if you've been feeling anxious, they're saying for you that, you don't have to be so anxious, that you can just relax because it seems like everything's okay. Also, I get love heals fear. So they're saying for you that when you tap into the love energy, it will help you overcome your anxiety. Now, that's like a very nice concept, but that's kind of vague. And people are like, what do you mean love heals fear? How does that come? Well, Quan is a very beautiful Buddha who is very, very loving. And she's known as, basically, she's like a mom. And it's about, she's an enlightened Buddha who was able to go to enlightenment when she passed away, but because of her good deeds. But because of her soul's evolution and how evolved she was like, I want to actually stay on earth and help everybody else evolve themselves so they can all reach enlightenment. So instead of receiving it for herself, she decided to help everybody else. So in this way, this metaphor is maybe by helping other people, you will feel really good in your heart and or in your soul. Like maybe there are people that will cross your path that you're meant to help. So that's good. Also, you might find too that as you, in therapy, they call it reparenting. So as we are our own mothers, as we give ourselves our own comfort and our own nurturing and our own love, that will help. So if we are feeling really anxious, if we give ourselves love like a mom would give us, then, or like a parent figure, or like any adult would give a child who's really caring and loving and nurturing and calming. Maybe how you would give to your animal or how you would give to a baby. So it's basically, or to a kid. So it's basically like we do that to ourselves. We self-comfort and we self-soothe. That calms down the anxiety. So that's basically also what love is. Self-love heals or soothes anxiety. So that's therapeutic as well. So that's also very, very good. Also, with love heals fear, if you're to look at a situation optimistically and change their perspective on the situation, then that can also help soothe the anxiety as well. And if you are in contact with your person, then it may be that as you're talking about your own experience in your own life, about times in your life where things, you're really brave and you were able to take leaps of faith, that might also inspire them. So there's that. In the meantime, also feel free to wish upon a star. So definitely keep manifesting, keep wishing, keep manifesting and wishing that your life is amazing. And whatever you want to have happen in your life, feel free to keep, manifesting it. I, for one, love lighting candles. I feel like that's something that's very beautiful and helpful. And I feel like that helps like the magic energy or the healing energy kind of happen. So if there's somewhere you want to go, something you want to do, feel free to manifest it, wish upon a star, and create some manifestations. So that's also very, very cool. Then I get try something new. So that's great. And it says you'll only know that you can do something if you try. So they're saying try something new and creative. So also try a new creative thing. So tap into your creativity and try something new with your creativity. This is something that's great. And as examples, they're saying draw, paint, think, and act in creative ways. So being an actor, doing something that's innovative, being creative thinking, creative writing, painting, drawing, art, music, that kind of stuff. So creative stuff is good, crafts, projects, all that. And then try something new. So maybe learn a new skill, learn a new craft, learn a new creative talent, or that. So you can do that in the meantime. So that's also very good. So that is some fun stuff you can do in the meantime between now and then, because it does seem like that your person is going through some changes and some growth. Now I'm going to look at the fairies. So I said I would look at the fairies and I'm going to see what's going on with you and your person. And also the fairies may give some advice for you as well in regards to things you can do in the meantime or between now and then. So what can pile 3 do, or what's going to happen between pile 3 and their person in the next few months? Or what can pile 3 do between now and then? Okay. All right. So, yes, 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 yes. Okay. So, I feel like you and your person are probably mirroring each other right now. So what they're going through, you may also find yourself going through, but maybe in your own way. Like for instance, I get the healing, healed, healer. I feel like both of you are going to go through a healing individually for your own selves. Also, I feel like this connection will also go through a healing. So I think that's also very beautiful and good. Also, they're saying it's okay for you to ask for what you want. If you can't ask your person for what you want, you can try. You can always ask. They can always say no. Everyone has a right to ask. Everyone has a right to say no. So you can feel like free to ask for what you want from your person. If not, then you can ask for what you want in general in life. Like, I'll give an example that's simplistic and you can apply it to a more broad scope. So basically, let's pretend I wanted to go down the street and get a cookie. But let's say I was like, hey, can I have a cookie? And they're like, no, like a store. They're like, no, sorry, we're closed. We can't give you a cookie. Does that mean that I can never ever have one? No, it means you can go somewhere else where they have cookies and then you can get one. So your person is not the only source that can give you what you need, basically. Sometimes we can get our needs met from platonic friends and family. Sometimes we can meet our own needs ourselves. And sometimes we would, if their store is closed, temporarily they seem in renovations, then we can maybe find a different store. So basically that's the moral of the story there. So maybe you want to even date around until your person is coming back. So there may be that. I do get connect with nature. So I do feel like for you, it's about going out into nature, and that's going to help you in the meantime as well. That will help clear your energy. I also get that you and your person may be going through situations in regards to your home. So I get that they may go through a new home. They may move. That could maybe help this connection get back together. Or I get that maybe for you yourself, you may move, or you may do some home improvements, or they may do some home improvements, or there may be something in regards to home that is going on. So maybe the people in the home. So it's very interesting. And then I also get be yourself. So I get your person will go through a healing. They will, it seems most likely that there's going to be shifts in dynamics in their home. It does seem like they are going to be able to ask for what they want as well. And they also might be going out into nature in order to clear their energy or shift it up. So that's very interesting. And then the be yourself. So they're saying for you that it's a very beautiful energy for you to, just be authentic and be yourself and be who you are, because I feel like they already love who you are. They already really care for who you are. I'm going to see what they exactly do care for in regards to who you are, because I'm going to look at these messages of love, and I want to see what will your person feel for you in the next few months as time progresses and they're working through their stuff. When I say stuff, I mean like psychological blocks, longing. So in this time period, if you are in separation or, in this time between now and then, I do get they will be very much longing for you. So they definitely feel the yearning energy, the pining energy. Also, I get to put away the computer. So I do get that for them, it says working less will help strengthen your relationship. If there's somebody that buries themselves in work to avoid intimacy or to avoid self-reflection, I do feel that they're going to be doing more reflection and meditating. So they may be working less. They might be having more time on their hands where they're going to have to kind of like idle time, where they're going to have to do some reflection. So I do feel like they will put away the computer. If you guys talk mostly on social media, that might be where you might not hear from them as much. They might not message you as much or look at your social media as much if they're putting away the computer. But I'm getting that this absence, if they do reduce communication with you, it's literally only going to make them long for you more. So while that can feel like it is an appointment, that's actually can be a benefit. So just to know that that can be a gift. And literally I get soulmate. So I do feel like that they have a very strong soulmate connection with you. And that's absolutely what they will be feeling in these next few months as they're working through their soul's transformation. They're working through their beliefs. They're really, changing some stuff around. And I feel like they're really growing, which is very, very beautiful. Let's see. Do you want to tell me 2 more messages? What they're going to be thinking and feeling about pile 3. I feel like this one wanted to flip out. There we go. Well, there's going to be more than 2 messages, but they must feel a lot. Yeah, there's 4 messages. We'll take this one because it looked like it. I get rejection. So I feel like they're going to be trying to work through and heal their rejection wounds. I feel like part of them may feel like they're worried about being rejected. As well as I get the rejection as divine protection. And that's what I was seeing with this Quan at the beginning of the reading. They may feel like they're trying to put you in glass on a shelf to really protect you while they're working through their own beliefs. They may feel like the situation is not really healthy for you right now as it is. And as much as you may want it now, it seems like it might not really serve you or benefit you the most, or the 2 of you. So if they feel like that their external situation is hurting the 2 of you, then they will pause this connection in order to clean it up so that they can be with you. I get intuition. So they're definitely going to be tapping more into their intuition. And as they put away the computer and they're working less and they're in more meditation or reflection mode, they're going to be listening to their intuition and they're not going to be able to avoid it as much. So that is good. I get the twin flame card, which is beautiful, which that's really just another word for soulmate. I know that there are technicalities to this and there are belief systems. Some people believe in them, sometimes they don't. But really twin flame is basically like another synonym or word for like soulmate. So I do feel like they're going to feel that. So they may not understand the soulmate twin flame kind of lingo, but I do feel like that they would feel like that energy. And spiritual lesson. So it does seem like that they're going to be really learning and working through some spiritual lessons in regards to relationships and love. So that is good. I do feel like they're going to be growing and evolving. So just know that if it takes a bit of time, that it's not like wasted time. It seems like it's time that they need to grow. I always look at it like, again, I guess I'm going to use cookies. So it's kind of like they're cookie dough in the oven and they need to bake first so you can eat them. Take that as you will. All right, now I'm going to look at the romance angels to get a little bit more insight of what their romantic feelings will be in the next few months as they're working through their stuff. Even though we kind of already know with all these cards, we're just going to gratuitously look some more just so you can hear it, because sometimes you need to hear it verbally, especially if they're not communicating it to you. All right, so in the next few months, what does pile 3's person think and feel? Obviously, about pile 3. All right, clearly. All right, number 1, I feel like they're going to want to be engaged to you. I do get the engagement card. So that is beautiful. I feel like this usually represents like a proposal, future wedding, or at least like a deeper commitment, that kind of thing. So I do feel like they will come back, and I do feel like with the engagement that it's very beautiful. So I do feel like that they would like to be engaged to you or work towards being engaged to you one day. Even if it's not a physical proposal, it says their love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment with you. So it basically is saying that they would like a higher level of commitment with you. I get children, so I'm also getting that if you or they have kids, that there may need to be some kind of situations where that is done in the best possible way for you all. So there is that, because it says your love life is being affected by children. So it does seem like in the next few months, if there is some struggle or something blocking this connection or interfering with this connection in regards to kids, it seems like they will shift and adjust that so that it can all be in harmony and all can be connected. I do get worth waiting for. So I do feel like that you are worth waiting for. They feel like you are worth waiting for. And optimistic. I feel like that they will start to become a lot more optimistic about your love life together. So I do feel like that they feel like this connection is worth changing for, healing for, working on it for, worth waiting for. And they're going to be optimistic about it. So that is very, very beautiful as well. Now I'm going to see with the Stellar Energy Oracle deck, I want to see what are they going to be working through. What do I want to channel with this? What question? Maybe not this deck. All right. If it doesn't flow, then it's not right. All right. What emotions are they feeling for you at this current moment? Wild. They want to break free from whatever they are going through, whatever they feel the blocks and obstacles are. They want to be wild. They want to break free from this. They might be feeling extremely rebellious. Yeah, I get hostile. It seems like that they may be feeling angry or upset about something. And it even says, I don't want to play this game with you anymore. So I feel like they don't want to repeat the same patterns and cycles in their own mind with them. I feel like they're feeling tired and exhausted of this. I feel like they're burning themselves out, playing the same cycles. And I feel like that they don't want to do that. They want to break free from that. They want to be wild. They want to be free and free-spirited and all of that. Because I'm getting denial. I can't accept it. So I'm feeling like that there's something in their belief system that's blocking this connection, and they're like feeling like they can't accept being with you because there's something blocking the two of you with their beliefs. And with the denial card, it's like they're in denial that this connection can work because it just, they believe that it can't because of whatever external reason. But when that thing shifts, which it does seem like it will, then it does seem like that they will be able to accept it, because then I get inspired. So I feel like they're going to get an inspired idea. So don't be surprised if they return to you and come back to you with an idea. Also, don't be surprised if it's an idea you've already mentioned, but that's fine. They might need to think it's their idea, or they may be, sometimes it's like, when you're telling a friend something and then all of a sudden, like a year later, they're like, oh my God, yes, this. And it's like, you've been telling them this whole time, but they finally got it. this might be a situation with your person. So I feel like with the inspired card, it's like you might have been saying like, oh, but hey, it can work out in this way. It can work out in this way. And then all of a sudden it's like they wake up one day and they have a shift in their energy or in their circumstances. And they're like, oh my God, it can happen in this way. It's so stupid. It's like a delayed reaction. They may not want to tell you that you're right. They might even think, they might not even connect the dots and think like, oh, my person told me this, blah, blah, blah. They may be like, I just came up with this epiphany. And that's fine. If that's happened, let them have it. Let them have it. It is fine. Whatever works. And then I get the relaxed card. So they're going to have an inspired idea and they're going to feel very relaxed about it and not at all anxious. And they're going to feel like, yeah, this is a great plan. So sure, whatever guys. Whatever makes it happen. All right. I get the in the shadows. I want to see what is, what belief are they working through between now and then? Okay. I'm sorry. It seems like they're working through to try to apologize to you. So, wow. Okay, guys, we love this. So they may even admit it to you because they're saying, I'm sorry, I know I made a mistake. So they're really going to recognize that they made a mistake and they're going to apologize to you. So it's not just that they know they made a mistake and that they're trying to hide it or they're trying to like not acknowledge it or take accountability for it or admit it. But it seems they're like, I'm sorry, I know I made a mistake. Like, they're telling you this. So that's good. I love this. The mistake was. So, these are the beliefs that were blocking them that they are going to realize are different. So the mistakes they made was that they believed that it was happy that it's over. So basically, they probably felt like, or it seems like they felt like, oh, I can end it with pile 3. This is going to make me happy. This is going to lead me to the things I want in life. I'm really happy it's over anyways. I can be happy without pile 3. That's a mistake. They're going to realize that that's not true. They're going to realize that's wrong. I don't need your approval. They're going to either feel that they don't need the approval of other people in their life in order to be with you, or they're going to feel like they actually do need your approval, that your approval and your opinion is really important to them, and that what you think matters to them. So there is that. Also, they realize that they made a mistake when they thought that you guys are not right for each other. So they believe, and that's where it's like they felt like that this connection conflicted with their belief system. So they were like, for whatever reason, pile 3 and I are not right for each other. They're going to realize that was a mistake. So that's awesome. And they're going to say that to you. So they're going to be like, I'm not happy that it's over, actually. I don't need other people's approval of our relationship, and I really need yours. You're the one that's important. And we are right for each other. I believed we weren't, but now that something changed, now I believe that we are. So something has to change in their circumstances for them to realize or to believe that you guys are right for each other. And I feel like there's so much there. And I do feel like that they're working towards that. And I feel like there will be a lot of progress made about that in the next few months. So what else are they working through in regards to the Hidden Truth Oracle in these next few months? So this is what's going to change in the next few months between now and then. Or between now and the time they come back. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is so awesome. I'm peeking. I always like to peek at the cards that fall out. All right. Literally, remember that card 2 seconds ago that says that they are happy that it's over? Well, they want to feel that way again. They want to feel the same way that they felt when they were with you. So they're going to have that longing, that yearning card that came out. They're going to be like, gosh, I really want to feel that way with pile 3 again. Because they feel you even though you guys are apart. So that's that, Amethyst Quan, where you guys have that spiritual and psychic connection with each other. So they feel you anyways. They feel you when you guys are apart. So I do feel like that's beautiful. I love it. Remember 2 seconds ago when I said that they falsely believed that they were happy that it's over? I wonder if you're happy without me. I wonder if you're happy that it's over, because I'm not at all. And I thought that I could be, but I was lying to myself. So that's what they're going to think. So they're going to wonder if you're happy without them. I don't react when people mention you. I do feel like they probably still will not have worked through this. They may not feel ready to be like completely like airing all their dirty laundry out in front of everybody that talks about you. If you guys have mutual friends, they may not mention you or bring you up. If you know their family, they may not mention you or bring you up. If your family or friends bring you up, they may still try to kind of keep it on the DL, because I feel like they may kind of not feel ready to announce it to the world. So there's still that. I feel like there's definitely a lot of privacy that your person feels in regards to you. Literally, guess what? This came up twice. Spiritual lesson card. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. Literally, it's like the same, but it's a different card, a different deck. So amazing, amazing, amazing. So they're definitely learning their spiritual lessons, sometimes the hard way, unfortunately, but that's the way it is sometimes. But I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson, and just being near you is intoxicating. So yeah, that false belief that they could be happy without you, I doubt it, because they definitely feel like they're yearning and longing for that intoxicating feeling that they want to feel again when they're around you. And I feel like they are not at all happy without that feeling. So that's good. All right, now I want to see with the Hermit Tarot, I want to look at what's going to change between now and then that in their belief system. Let's see. What beliefs are going to change, or what thoughts are going to be worked through between now and then with your person. Okay. Yep. All right. I was just checking to see if they had flipped up. I don't like it when the cards are boxed, because I like them all face down. That is what helps me channel for you, because I'm able to be surprised like you are when they come out. And then it's very cool. So, number one, they're not going to feel like they need any more alone time without you. So the I need more time, they're going to come back in the right time. They're also going to feel like it feels like the right time for this connection. So that is amazing. Literally, again, I get says, please give me time. I've never felt this way before. They're going to be like, I have never felt this way before about anyone the way I feel for pile 3. I don't need any more time because I know my feelings. They will know that you are their everything, and they're going to want to take action on it. And they said, if I follow you, I could lose everything. So they're going to have to work through their fears of loss. And they're going to have to work through their fear of change. And they're going to have to feel like, or work through their beliefs that being with you is a destructive thing. Because right now they may feel like being with you could hurt them or their life. So they're needing to work through that. They're needing to feel safe emotionally. So, and now I want to see as a final message, what are they experiencing? What are they feeling for you right now at this current moment? These are big, so I'm just going to take 3 on the top. Okay. So this is what they're feeling for you in this current moment right now, pile 3. In this current duration of where you guys are at this moment. Yes, loving it. I regret letting you go. They regret this. This is amazing and I love it. So the moving on card, they regret letting you go. They don't want to move on. Or they regret letting you go so you can move on. They do not want you to move on. Intimidated. I am so nervous around you. Yes, we got a lot of cards saying they're anxious and they have some fear there. So they're so intimidated. They're so nervous around you. And I swear it's true, where they're holding your hand in like a wedding ring engagement card again. So that is amazing. So they do feel like their feelings for you are true. They definitely feel like they are aware that they have so much strong feelings for you, but it doesn't negate the fact that they're still intimidated and they're still nervous. And they definitely are very aware that they regret letting you go and that they regret telling you to move on because they don't want that. All right, you guys. Well, I think that this is all I have for you tonight. I think that this is a thorough situation and reading and everything. I hope that this resonated with you. If you feel like it didn't resonate with you, feel free to pick another pile, another Quan, or you can feel free to pick another video. I do have a lot of videos about like what they're thinking and feeling about you and what their next action will be and what are their intentions with you. So you can definitely check out those videos as well. There's a video that I have about will they ever commit to you. So I definitely have some fun videos up if you want to get some more details. If this did resonate with you, feel free to like this video if you want to. If you want to leave me a comment, I always love reading them and replying to them. And if you want to subscribe, I would love that because I do have all sorts of videos coming out that are going to be really exciting. So that's awesome. If you want to hit the notification bell, that will be able to get you guys some notifications of when I send out new videos so you won't miss any. Until the next time I see you guys, I am here for you. So let me, oh my gosh, you guys, I've literally almost done this with every single pile. Do you want to see your secret candle message? I know you do. Okay. All right, guys. Well, that was your candle message. I get calm where they are, they're working through their feelings and they want you, your spirit wants you to know that it's okay for you to feel calm. I do feel like they are on their way back to you. And I love the once upon a time because I do feel like that this is a love of a lifetime and they are like a fairy tale or like a storybook for you. So I would say that you guys are not at the ending of your story. I do feel like that there is more in store for you. Also, this is a Victoria's Secret candle, so Victoria's Secret might be symbolic for you guys, or maybe some sexy times in the future. Also, I get coconuts and roses, so that might be a symbol for you guys too, with your person. So, anyways, I hope all that resonated with you guys, and I hope you liked this video. And again, until next time, I will see you soon, and take care. I'm rooting for you guys. Bye.